What's up, everyone? It's just me for now. Walt's dealing with some not so fun technical issues. Hopefully, get that squared away shortly. It is the Sabermetrics podcast, after all, and he is Sabermetrics. So I'm pretty much encroaching on his territory here. But thank you for joining us on this Monday evening, 7:30 start time between the Sabres and Canadiens. I'm looking forward to it. This is where the infamous trip happened last season with a certain owner that said the solution was in the room. And I'd say the best players, at least this season so far, are players that weren't in the room last season. So really looking forward to this one. It's always fun to watch games at the, what is it still the Bell Center? Yeah, it's still the Bell Center. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Appreciate everyone hopping in. And yes, this is the big story, at least for me, in the first, period, I guess. Let him get his first couple shifts in the NHL. Zach Metza, I believe he's 27, if not 28. I believe he's 27. And making his NHL debut will be on the third pairing with Matthias Samuelsson, which I will say this before Walt gets here, so he can't actually hear me say it. Samuelsson hasn't been, past couple games, he's been okay. Yeah. Tastes like vinegar, but he's actually been all right. A lot more physical, a little bit more confident. We can get that Samuelsson, which we were hoping for when he signed that long contract. Hopefully that continues and he stays healthy as well, because that's obviously a big thing. So hopefully he plays well with Zach Metza on the third pairing, and we'll see. That fourth line between Kozak, Geertsen, and Dunn. See if they play more than like 5 minutes tonight. Montreal is a little bit of a tricky team when it comes to, they have a lot of speed and skill and maybe undersized guys, obviously Caulfield, but Hudson's a little bit smaller too, but they have a lot of size too. Slavkovsky is a big guy. You have Arbor running around causing problems. So we'll see if Geertsen is able to, I don't know, maybe get a fight in this evening. That'd be fun, right? Looks like Walt's trying to get in here. He's doing his best. Is what we can say. Oh, I see him, folks. I see him. I think it's time. There he is.
Finally.
Yeah,
My camera works.
Camera wasn't working. Is your mic picking up the mic, or is it picking up your earbuds?
It's not picking up my AirPods for some reason. I think my mic's working though.
Yeah, we got you. All right. So yeah, gave a little preview. Metza's debut. Slipped in there that Samuelsson hasn't been tragic. It's good to see him playing a little bit better as well. A little bit more physical and rough. Yeah, it's a good time. Also talking about the this is where things got really derailed last season when Care Bear went up there and said, "You got it," and they didn't have it. So you're all caught up. You know what I found? Today. I was going through a box, moved a whole bunch past few years. Found a whole bunch of like a signed Dominic Hasek card. Oh, it's tough to see. I guess it's a little bit sideways, but yeah, I found some old hockey cards. I have a Patrick Coletta rookie card. Just, I don't know when or where I got these. I mean, some of these are super old. I mean, we're talking like a Danny Briere. I got these when I was like a kid, probably still living here in Buffalo the first time. And yeah, have a believe it or not, I have an Eric Stahl jersey card, and I want to throw it in the trash, but I feel like I shouldn't. And then shout out to like a previous roommate. I have a couple signed Timu Solani cards.
Oh, that's kind of legendary.
And like, again, I completely forgot that these were even like that I even had these. So I have no idea what's going on. I used to love like playing cards back in, especially when I was a kid. So I don't know. It could get me back in, could suck me back in. Got a Alexander McGillney one here too. That's pretty cool. I just put like ones that were
yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, these little things. I have like an entire binder of like a bunch of no-namers. They're obviously like hockey packs that I definitely ripped back in early 2000s.
Yeah, I've got too many hockey cards. I got like a mini Johan Larsson collection.
It's when you thought he was going to be the 6 or 7 year centerman for the Sabres fourth line.
The guy could still play. He's playing in Sweden right now, but I mean, he could be an NHLer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But an NHL owner, what sense? Is he like an NHLer on San Jose in their fourth line right now, or?
I think he'd be a fourth line on a playoff team. I just think it's because he's a fourth liner on Buffalo. He never got that longevity. Like if he was playing the same role on like a better team, he'd probably still be in the NHL right now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Johan Larsson, psycho. That I still remember the picture of him screaming at someone from the bench, and his face is like all.
Yeah,
that was so good.
I always remember that Flyers game. Like I think it was a Thanksgiving Eve game where
I was
he went
there.
like bar down right before the period ended.
He did that right
up,
in
like,
front of me and then
4-1 or
fought a guy.
Yeah, that was peak Johan Larsson.
Fought Dale Weiss because they were up like 3-0 after one. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
I've seen Johan Larsson bar down snipe, and I've seen the butt goal. So
wow.
I've been in the building for a couple weird things, and I was at the game where John Scott tried to take off like Louis Eriksson's head or whatever.
Oh, with that that flyby hit.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. The second it happened, I'm like, oh no.
I was at the game where you remember Jake McCabe like absolutely demolished Patrick Laine at center ice.
You were at that game?
Yeah, that one was pretty crazy.
I wish I was at the Brian Campbell murdering someone game.
I was at that one too. I was at the two big hit
Sabres
games.
Yeah, you win. Yeah, you definitely win. And Rothenberger. Let me give a Tim Kennedy slug. Go ahead, Mitcher. Go ahead. The old Tim Kennedy slug. God.
Yeah, I had to switch out the background this game, so I put Enroth back there.
Yeah. I keep switching it up. Brentford get a big win today. Maybe we could have put a Brentford one up.
Yeah, they got a huge 2-0 win over West Ham.
West Ham stinks, dude. Like my team stinks, but I did tell my buddy if Wolves get relegated that I'm hopping ship to Fulham to be a fan with him. So
hope Fulham gets relegated too. Honestly,
oh man. Okay, we're not talking European football. It's usually saved for like garbage time in an episode in like early March.
Is my stream behind, or did this thing not start yet?
I'm still seeing like analysis from the guys.
Okay.
And I'm behind you, so
yeah.
It's also kind of sounds like Marty's mic is turned up way too much.
It's probably the Rise Energy.
Marty any Rise Energy. I think he's got that all squared away himself.
I'm gonna start putting like Rise Energy in the background of my
I think we could get sponsored by them. I know we've talked about like
probably.
We've kind of talked a while about like no sponsorships and stuff like that, but I don't know. Maybe we can do one ironically.
Yeah, we got Rise Energy too.
So 7:30 game, classic NHL. Still sitting here. Love that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that type of setup.
Just give me the time when puck drop's going to be and stick to it,
Yeah, 7:40 right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. Might as well just make it 8 p.m. at that point. And then, if it's 8 p.m., then it's like, might as well do the anthems again. And 8:15 rolls around. Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Sucks. Took down a tree this weekend and nailed myself with like a thorn that came off of it, and I just smacked that off the desk. No big deal. Right on the It's like right on the bone too.
That's homeowner activities.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, don't. If anyone's out there looking to get a quote for their garage or for their roof, don't do it. It sucks. Or if you're getting new windows, because I had to get new windows, and oh my god, oh it hurts. It hurts so bad. Oh, that's sweet. Is that actual thing on the side of the building up there in Montreal? Be sweet. To give fans extra smoke break.
Montreal is such a cool arena. The only time I've been there
Yeah, I
is
want to go there.
I went there for I think it was the 2015 World Juniors U.S. Canada on New Year's Eve. It was Eichel versus McDavid.
Oh man, you
Yeah,
go to
that was
all
a
the good
pretty
games.
fun
Yeah.
game.
Okay.
What is this
Nice close
anthem?
up of Samuelson.
Is this like this guy looks like oh, I thought that was like a former NHLer playing the guitar.
Got to get
I guess
Malcolm
not.
Subban to sing it again.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Remember
that.
that? Remember that? Do you guys remember when Malcolm Subban sang the thing? You're right. They did just start anthems. What are we doing here, guys?
Yeah, it's kind of confused. Like I honestly thought they maybe just didn't televise the
Who's this
anthems and go
dude?
straight into the game, but
Okay, now I know what you're talking about. He does look like a former player. He's got the haircut of me.
yeah, it looks like a guy that was like a Finnish third line forward for like the Ducks and like Predators and like the 2010s.
Heart and soul, baby. Heart and soul player. Yeah, sorry. No offense to any of the anthems, but they've been muted. All right, you know what? I'm shifting this over.
I mean, I guess these starts are nice if you're like can't leave the office till like 5:30
Yeah,
and like you
especially
want
if
to
you're in
get
like
like
the
dinner
city.
or something beforehand.
You got to run home, let the dog out, and then you have to come back all the way back into the city of Montreal. Yeah, I guess so. But I kind of thought that Colton Ellis might have gotten a start because, like, obviously, he's Lions not going to play a back to back, but maybe he plays against Detroit. But
Do
yeah, I was
they
kind
ever
of
say
thinking.
when UPL's coming back?
I don't think there's like a set date. I still think people were like the word today was that he was getting closer, but to me, getting closer is like you still need to go down to Rochester and get a start or two. But that's also a thing too, because then that takes away starts from either Lion or not Lion, Levi or Georgiev, which I don't really care about Georgiev, but like my thought process is two starts maybe if they have like a triple game weekend. Let me see. Schedule. See if there's a good time to kind of the terrible layout that they have on the AHL website for these games.
Oh yeah,
Wednesday. They have like a Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So maybe those are away though. They're all away. Ew. They play Wednesday. Could play Friday. You could play Friday at home before the guys go out. Oh man, they go on a road trip. They're in Cleveland, then they go up to Belleville, Laval, and they're back home. Yuck. Can you imagine if they did some kind of like NHL schedule where like on a random Wednesday in December you're playing Coachella Valley? Or you're out there?
You do they have the Eastern Conference teams ever do they ever go out west anymore, or is it
I don't think so.
they
You
still
play
treat it
your
like two
same
separate
division a
leagues?
million times.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to save so much money. Can you imagine having to fly from like Laval to like Coachella Valley?
Yeah. That'd be wild. By bus now.
They probably would bust that. They leave on like Tuesday for a Friday game.
Yeah, right. Did they do the US anthem first? Because I
No, yeah,
ate
they did.
during that. Okay.
And Zach Benson starting out there.
My thing is like I'm not much of an anthem unless you're quick. Like Doug Allen, he was quick. He's like, I have one job here is to sing these things and get the heck out of here. Let me
Yeah,
sing these things. Like, this is like, I'm sorry. This is not why we came here. It's like the refs calling a million calls too. It's like, this is not why we came here.
that's
Like,
why I love the
sorry.
World Juniors games because they just go straight into the game. You just get there and they're
Yeah.
like, all right, time to
Yeah,
drop the
cool. Let's
puck.
do this. Yeah. Like, I don't know. You're just delaying a game that already should have started 15 minutes ago. Oh man. All right. Well, it's good. Is Zach Benson? Wait, is he not wearing a bubble anymore? I saw he had like the bandage or
No, he
whatever off.
is.
Is he still wearing a bubble? Okay.
Yeah.
Just clicked back onto the stream and we're about to get going at least. I'll let everyone know when my puck drops. Because Wall's probably 15, 20
I'm
seconds
already
ahead
in
of
the
me.
second period.
Yeah, right. Pominville's son just got drafted on your on your stream. All right, puck just dropped on my end. Here we go, boys.
Sabres passed on Jaden Pominville, and he got picked by the Carolina Hurricanes the following draft selection.
My God. All right. Nothing like a quick 5-second whistle, quick icing to set the tone. I like that. Slow this game down.
Geertsen still in the lineup is pretty wild.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, I get it. Like, people, I saw a couple people basically say, like, look, like, what's he gonna do? Just marchand someone and just start punching him? No. Like, yeah, he's gonna have to, get like a dance partner, but you're not gonna get a dance partner when you get like a game misconduct for mouthing off in a TV timeout. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they know what he's there for. That's like a guy that wears like a Chiefs jersey to a Bills bar. Like, the guy's not there to support the Chiefs.
He's there to
like
he's there to
stuff.
swing on someone by the end of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that part of the game. I actually wrote that in my article this week. That area of the game's just dead.
Okay. Well, that was a little scary. Anderson just kind of had a partial break. Thelane played decently to stop him there, but Lions aggressive, man, at the top of his paint. But he's not
Lions.
He's not UPL aggressive where he goes from side to side. Next thing you know, he's in the freaking corner. Like, yeah, he's gotten better about that over the years, but especially when he's like not feeling his game, he's all over. And it's not like the cool Dominic Hasek all over.
Man, I wish Lyon was like 4 or 5 years younger so we could just not have to worry about goalie prospects for like the next half decade.
Yeah. Topias Lenonen doesn't strike your fancy. Is that what I'm hearing?
Nah, I just not. Honestly, I was a huge Levi guy too. Like now I'm like kind of I'm probably like an average Levi guy at this point.
I mean, I'll always like Levi.
Yeah, he's got an awesome personality, but in terms of my expectations for him,
yes,
they're like probably a tenth of what they were 2 years ago. Kind of learned my lesson there.
We've said it a million times in the grand scheme of things. If you're just like a career AHL player, you're still like a really good hockey player. Like,
yeah, they gave him max everything on that ELC. You're expecting a guy that should be in the NHL on his ELC if you're paying him that much.
Yeah.
But he got like first round pick ELC type stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he garnered that when they were like, hey, this is the closest we've ever gotten to the playoffs in umpteen years. Go ahead and start 6 of 7 or 7 of 8 or whatever it was. And just like, he was like, yeah, I think you guys need me more than I need you. So you're going to give me first round. Ooh. Demidov's just a quick, like, smart player. You got to, like, with him, you just have to close him off as much as you can, just slow down the game for him because he's just such a, and like those small little interference and just kind of hold him up because he looked good on that rush.
Can you imagine if they got Michkov instead of Reinbacher that one year and had Demidov as well? That would be just crazy.
Yeah. It'd be frightening. Part of me is glad they didn't, obviously, but
yeah. I mean, in hindsight, they get Noah Dobson, they get Lane Hudson. Like, you probably didn't even need to reach for a guy like Reinbacher.
Right. Oh, they have Veleno? Oh, that's where Veleno ended up. I knew it just didn't work out for him in Detroit. I knew he ended somewhere. Oof. Looked almost like a self-tip. What have you thought of we've talked a lot about like new guys like Lyon and Doan, excuse me, and hopefully at some point Kesselring. What have you thought of Connor Timmins?
I think he's been good enough.
Yeah, I think he's solid.
I think the thing with Timmins is always I've been watching like Jordan Spence on Ottawa, and I'm like, man, I would have paid that Timmins price for Jordan Spence. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's still, at least Timmins, I think he had a decent amount of blocked shots the past couple games, and that, can contribute to some of the success the Sabres have had. So that's a good thing to have. I don't know about Spence. Maybe he's blocking shots all over the place too, so it doesn't matter. But I want to, give him props, especially blocking shots. Like it's tougher to actually, like, it is a skill. Like it's tougher than you think. You can't just stand there. Like sometimes it will just hit you, but most of the time you have to do something to get in the way. And ooh, speaking of block shots, Matheson just stuck his foot out there and blocked Tage's shot. I'm sure that didn't feel good.
Mike Matheson's married to Western New York legend Emily Falzer, former Buffalo Beaut.
Heck yeah, man. It's funny. I'm pretty sure back in like Micron and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure she was on my team and she was like a pretty good player. And we're all like, oh crap.
Yeah, no, she was an awesome player.
She was undersized, but man, she could zip, dude. Those girls, man. Like I remember I did a little bit of coaching of some like was it like prep school? It was like some of the like better girls hockey players in Rochester, and man, they could move out there. They were good skaters.
Yeah. Man, this is looking like
I
don't know if it's like
great.
a live stream. I don't know if it's a live stream curse or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping I don't lose my lid like the last one, but I did have that thought too. I'm like, if they don't play well tonight, I think we might need to park it for a little bit.
I wasn't even able to watch the last 2 games live either, so I really get to like sit down and enjoy a Sabres win live.
Oh, I bet I was watching them for sure, dude. What was the one of the McLeod goals against? Ooh, nice pass. Who was that? To Doan cutting up the middle. Didn't turn into anything, but it was still a nice pass. McLeod scored a goal against Ottawa, and yeah, the old fist pump. I was into it. I was like, oh crap, they got me. It was I think it was right after like the penalty call. And was that Doan gonna do something? No. Okay, we're good. Yeah,
at the Sabres Bruins game, I booed the Sabres off the ice after that first period. So I'm like, this is crazy that you guys played an NHL period like this, second game of the year.
Ian, same here, man. Went just whole bunch of tennis in the morning, immediately come back, watch Sabres win, cut down a tree. So you saw Sabres win. Might not have been super eventful, but probably had a little bit more fun than me. I'm so sore. I'm dying over here, man.
Yo, at least they're not losing. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean that is a good thing. We aren't losing yet. You'll see on the sideboards on Niagara University Find Your Wings. There's also something the Charging Buffalo put out there about the Niagara D1 team taking on the National Development Program. And that is Friday. Got some tickets to give away. So go check out the Charging Buffalo on X or Twitter. And you should be able to find some more information on that. I wonder if it's on Instagram as well.
Man, I'm still bummed out about missing that game 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I forget when I was supposed to go, but we got that crazy Thanksgiving snowstorm. And like there was like a reprieve for the snow for a little bit. It wasn't snowing up in Niagara at all. So I'm like, oh, maybe I could, like, if I time it right, I could do it. And I'm like, that could be like a terrible idea if I don't make it back home and get like stuck in my car and have to sleep in it.
I mean, I'm gonna have to miss it this Friday. I'm traveling out of town for a wedding, and man, I really wish I could go. I really wish. That would have been so fun. Such a bummer.
Niagara's got a good team this year too. Same with Canisius.
Cool. Yeah, Canisius started well. They was like undefeated for a little bit, right?
Yeah, no, they got. I really think the CHL rule is going to help them because they can get those kind of overlooked CHL guys looking to play college hockey,
Yeah.
bring them aboard, and even kind of just the downstream effect of it all. Like you get
There's
guys that
also
get pushed out of top programs, and then they have to transfer out to smaller programs.
well, instead of some guy going from juniors trying to go somewhere, at least you can maybe go to a university and get an education now. Being a former hockey player and kind of knowing how they roll. A lot of those players really won't give a crap about the education, but I mean, for some, that's a good thing, I guess, too. It just gives them an option, lets them keep playing, look at a scholarship, and maybe go to a good university. That'd be good.
Yeah, I mean Niagara too. Like
Yeah, it's a good
half
university.
the OHL is probably from an hour and a half drive from where that school
Yeah,
is. So if you're an OHL guy looking to play college hockey and you want to be close to home or have your family watch you, it'd be a great place to go.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's right over the border. Apparently, like last time I played there was 2013, 14, something like that. But apparently they've done a lot of changes in there and kind of upgraded it. Because I remember in warmups, if you missed the net or something like that and you hit the glass, it sounded like a bomb went off. You're
Oh
like, "How
yeah.
do you do this?" Like, yeah, we weren't playing in front of packed crowds, so that didn't help. But it was just loud in there, and just like the ref would blow a whistle, and you thought you were gonna pass out. Like
I remember Sabres used to have their development camp there.
really.
Yeah, that's a big throwback.
I remember playing there when I was a kid, and one of our players, one of our defensemen wasn't there. Next thing you know, like halfway through like the almost third period, he comes flying onto the ice. Turns out on the way up the highway to Niagara, his bag fell out of his dad's pickup truck. And there's just hockey stuff scattered all over the highways.
Oh, that's
There's
tragic.
Oh my god, I'll never forget. That just stinks, man. That brutal stuff, but
Oh, they got goals saved above expected on the broadcast.
well, do
A little bit
they?
of
All right, let's check
analytics
it out. He
there.
just came back for me. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I was gonna say he was probably top 10 and maybe that, but fifth is pretty good. Rush save percentage, yeah. I mean, he's very aggressive on the rush, and I feel like the defensemen have been doing a good job cutting off the pass
Man, Josh
to
Doan's
allow
just a
him.
dog.
Let me guess. He did something cool.
He's just keeping the play alive, giving his team more opportunities to score. It's just stuff like that's
Yeah,
so important.
it's the one thing that does kind of I don't know. I wasn't like super high on bringing him in just because it's just like, I was more on the how are you going to replace this offense from Paterka? But ooh, that was a good chance right there. But yeah, it's also like, yeah, these guys are, Sabres fans are gonna love this guy. They don't know what they have with him. And it's just like I get that part, but like I kind of did. We knew like the underlying numbers were good and he was, a dog, he's a Doan, so of course he is. But yeah, it's been impressive. I think it's also when it comes to the consistency, not you can have like a 4 assist outburst, but if you only do that one game, then the next 10 games you don't produce any offense, it's like, okay. Might look good at the if you have like 3 or 4 of those games where you have like 3 assists by the end of the
Uh,
season, but in those other games, what are you doing? But at least for Doan, he has something else in his, wheelhouse instead of like if he's not scoring, he's not doing anything kind of thing is what I'm trying to say.
we knew that. Like I'm gonna be like that Welsh soccer fan. He's like, we knew that was gonna happen. Like that's like that with this Montreal goal.
Mm. Kapanen just pots one. That was a kind of a broken play. I'm not going to blame Lee. Oh my god, I almost said Levi. Messed that up earlier too. I'm not going to blame Lyon for that. To be honest, it's just kind of a
Yeah, it's just bad hockey
it's just
by the Sabres. There, just get the
yeah,
puck out of there.
it's bad. It's bad hockey that led to kind of like a bad bounce. Like that puck's got to get out of there, and at the blue line, that puck's absolutely got to get out of there, and then just passes it over. Kind of Krebs doesn't get it out of there either, and Kapanen just pots it. Goes off Timmons' foot. Krebs doesn't get it. 5-hole. Just a gross play.
Yeah, man, I'm still the thought that this is like still the Sabres. Like
I mean, it
I
is.
know
Yeah.
it's like still this is like still the same team we've seen like the past few years. I guess they're just good at different things and bad at things they were good at before, but like big
Yeah.
picture, it's probably still
Yeah.
a similar-ish team.
Just because they had 2 good games, and this is like, I don't did I say this off air or on air where it always bothered me where like 6 games in, the Sabres start like 4-0-2, and everyone's like, "Stop the count," or like, "The Buffalo Sabres are leading the Eastern Division." I'm like, "We still have like over 70 games to play. Like, what are we doing?" Like this, or like 10 games in, or even 20 games in, because it's like it's such a long season. So like, just because we had such fun in those last 2 games doesn't mean like they still can't be the same team that they were the first 3. And if they have a bad night tonight, they could come out and play really well on Wednesday. It's just the inconsistency that scares the crap out of me. But look, if they're going to go on losing streaks, they got to cut it off. We can't be doing more than 5, and you definitely can't be doing like a whole chunks of the season. 5-game losing streak here, 5-game losing streak there. You got to cut it off. So, got to be somewhat consistent in your effort.
They're doing a Bills night. I feel like that's kind of weird, honestly. why, why are
I
they
feel
doing
like
a
the Bills are
Bills
probably
night?
like, can you not? Maybe.
I mean, I love the Bills, but it's like when I'm at a Sabres game, I don't really care about like seeing like Brian Moorman throw out like a T-shirt or something.
Yeah. It's like, remember when you got smoked in a All-Star game? I don't know why this just popped up. Oh, Tom Wilson hitting Heedle. That's not good.
Oh yeah, that was last night.
Yeah, it just popped up. That is not good. It's really not good. Heedle might not be able to play hockey anymore.
Yeah, I know that was honestly a terrible trade by the Canucks. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing with that JT Miller trade. Man, Tage is due for one. He's Montreal's got such a cool just their stadium environment. I feel like it's just so electric.
It's who said it? I just heard someone call it a cathedral. And I was like, you know what? If any place is going to be called that in the NHL, absolutely. It's gonna be
Yeah,
this
it's
place.
easily like the wildest arena. And it's not like I feel like a lot of other Canadian teams have really passionate fan bases, but their fans at the arena can be pretty corporate, like especially Leafs
Yeah.
games. Like this almost in Montreal, it still feels like genuine.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone's just in like suits at Toronto games. No wonder why they all come to Buffalo you know, for the price of
Yeah.
one ticket, you can stay overnight, lose a bunch of money at the casino, and go sit in like the 200 level at the Sabres
Yeah.
games.
Like $30 to watch the Leafs, like that's like a steal for people that are used to having to pay like 200 plus.
Yeah. You know what I thought was gonna be a really good, like, second line center was, Alex Newhook, and I don't know, maybe he is for Montreal. I don't keep up with them as much as I should when it comes to, like, lines and pairings and stuff, but I really thought he was gonna be like a high-end second line center. Just a lot of speed
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's someone who definitely didn't hit his ceiling.
Did he had some injury issues though, didn't he?
He might have.
I think in Colorado, or was it in Montreal? I'm pretty sure he, like, hurt his knee maybe. Ooh, oh, that was a scary hit on Matheson. Seems like no one's really upset about it. It's not like Dunn tried to throw him into the boards, but that was a little scary.
I feel like I've seen the fourth line out there more than the
Dude,
first
right?
line.
Every time I look up there, it's Tyson Kozak going on the forecheck. It's like, okay.
That's a great strategy to put that line out there and you need to score a goal because they're pretty good at scoring goals.
Yeah. Ooh, Josh Down.
Mason Gearson doesn't have an NHL point yet.
Yeah, but he's Oh my God, what's going on with Veleno beyond the net there? Yeah, but he's probably like, core to the fabric of this team, just like Zemgus Girgens's was. And then they didn't re-sign him after saying that. It's like, oh, okay, sounds good.
Zemgus needed to go somewhere else. I felt bad that he kept re-signing here. I'm like, man, you need to check out like a playoff team or something.
At some point, it's also like you need to make the decision to get the heck out of here too. Like, stop letting the Sabres make this bad decision. Part of this is your fault.
Yeah, so he could play on any playoff team he wanted to. It took him a while.
Yeah.
I think the rest just missed a high sticking call that would have gone against the Sabres. So I guess that's good.
Did they? Yeah, looks like Alex Tuck might be in some pain. That was kind of a mad scramble in front of the net. I mean, the boys.
No, this is Caulfield took a high stick, and
did he?
The ref didn't call anything.
Apparently, Tuck was having a little bit of issues getting off the ice. I saw him. He was kind of like gingerly skating, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. That really sucks. He's been pretty healthy overall after kind of being someone that was a little injury prone. So hopefully that's not the case. Don't love this team at 5-on-5. I don't either. I mean, they really have been saved by Lyon at 5-on-5. What else? I think, especially, I'm just kind of waiting for Dahlin and Byram to get going too, because they seem like 5-on-5 offensive drivers, especially together. And it just doesn't seem. Dahlin's playing well. Don't get me wrong, but it feels like there's another level to be had there. Do you agree?
Yeah, no, I think with all their top guys so far this year, they haven't really been playing up to the standard we should expect from them, even like Tage included. I just think there's just got to be a little bit more there, especially if this team's trying to make it to the playoffs. Like they can't just make it because like Josh Doan scores 70 goals. Like they're going to need their top guys to step up at some point too.
Yeah, and again, like I've been on the I wanted them to bring as many new faces and high end like skill with obviously still having toughness, but that's why my initial reaction to the Paterka trade, like that morning when I like woke up and made a video like 30 minutes after, like still half asleep. But I mean, I went back and just kind of listened to that just to kind of see how I react, and it was more negative than I should have been, but just on that same line, it's just like you need to stack points now as much as you can because there's going to be that tough stretch where you guys are going to go on a losing streak and it's going to be ugly and people are going to be worried. And if you stack points now, like you can't give them away. Once you have those points, you can't give them back. So it's like a good thing. So it's part of like the reason why I was like worried about the top end skill because it's just like really relying on guys like Quinn and Cool Leak to take the next step and Doan to take the next step and for other guys to stay one healthy, which one of those guys is already out for months. So it's just the chances that, can they still make the playoffs? Yes, but it's just they didn't give themselves the best chance this season. And I think it's like we've said multiple times, it's been a culmination of years and years to get them to this point. So I don't think one offseason was going to save things. And they still could. They still could make the playoffs. But, the likelihood could have been more, in my opinion, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, this is a very good. Cornelia, it's a funny picture. Sorry, I got obsessed with the picture. But if you want to be the bully that went out and essentially, if you want to be a bully, you can't. We want to be tougher to play against. You can't go out and play soft. And look, I mean, Montreal is they do have bigger guys, but it's mostly I don't want to say smaller, but quicker, more skilled team. But that's another reason why you should be even harder on them is to try to slow them down, kind of log jam and sludgy kind of game. And look, if you need to win at this point, if you need to win 2-1, do it kind of thing. And I mean, being outshot 9-3, not great so far. There hasn't been any power plays or penalty kills that skew that either. So this is all 5-on-5, and it's another not great start. Not great first period when it comes to 5-on-5 play.
Yeah, this just isn't a very good hockey team.
it's a very flawed hockey team. They can have very good nights like they did against Ottawa if a goalie's playing like crap or something, or Florida where they really put it together and play well. Again, Florida is missing some players too. So, Ottawa goaltender struggled, and Florida's missing guys. And look, Florida's still a very good team without those guys, but look, they were missing key guys. One of I'd
Yeah.
say the best two-way player in the NHL, if not top three. So I don't know. They're capable of having those good, fun games. I'll keep bringing you back, but they're also capable of what we saw again in those first three games. Alex Tuck's back out there. That's a good thing. We'll take that. Got to manage a really good season for me because I don't know it. No, obviously I don't want them to win, but just by need to drum. Yeah, I mean, this is something that people can be conflicted with. Appreciate you hanging out with us, Ian, and being active in the chat. And I agree. It is a kind of a conflicting thing. Above all else, I don't care. Like I've said it before, if success comes with Kevin Adams and Terry, great. That's fine. I want them to be successful. I just want this team to win. So that's where I fall. But I do understand that people basically saying like, look, I genuinely don't believe he's a good GM, which is fair. And if they win, that means like they keep them around, and it justifies keeping them around for a lot longer and saying, look, we did it. Even if they miss the playoffs that next season, say, well, last season we made the playoffs. We're confident we'll get back this season. So I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, Walt.
I just don't think this is a good hockey team, and I think it starts with the GM.
Yeah, I just don't really think they're very good. So yeah, it's a bummer because they have pieces too.
Oh, now there's some after
They
the
have
whistle
concepts of a
stuff.
plan.
Oh yeah, I mean Metso's not gonna be able to fight Slavkovsky though. Slavkovsky is an absolute unit.
Wait, what's going on here?
Metso's going out with Slavkovsky after the
Oh,
whistle.
okay, yeah, I see it now.
Slavkovsky's like 6'5", 220.
Yeah. Let's go on and Benson get back in. All right, let's get the boys in there. Yeah, I mean that's tough. Slavkovsky is just a big dude. Slavkovsky. There it is. Metz is a undersized defenseman. So yeah, just look at the height difference. Holy crap. Yuri Kulik really needs to start getting going too. I mean, I was worried. Like I never thought he was like a first line forward here, but come on, man. We need you.
Yeah, I'd say like long term, I see him more as like second or third line winger, like scoring depth. I just definitely don't think he'll ever be like a first line. Well, I mean, I guess he's a first line forward now, but like on a functioning team, I don't think he's a first line forward.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely overshot. I think he was like a higher floor, lower ceiling than Uslan because like he leapfrogged Uslan and we knew Uslan needed like 3 or 4. Do you think I could say Uslan again? Uslan did the Uslan thing over in Uslan, Sweden. But yeah, he needed he needed like 3 or 4 years just to kind of grow up a little bit, and grow into his body and put muscle on. But especially seeing him live, you can almost see him thinking and processing, and not thinking as in like oh crap, I'm late, like trying to process. No, like forward thinking. And I think that kind of gives him the higher ceiling. So yeah, I'm a Yuri Kulik has a like more like finite window, higher floor but lower ceiling, whereas Uslin's probably like this.
Yeah, I think there's also players like him don't really exist in the NHL. Like unless they're putting up insane point totals, or they're like somehow a unicorn with physicality, like Benson. Like guys with Oslin's profile are typically like guys that are on the fringes of being an NHLer.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have like the top end skill for sure. Now, like he can still get there because, there are NHL, like I don't know. You look at Ottawa; they obviously value like a puck transporter in like a Dylan Cousins. So it could be a team really values, someone that's constantly just being like honestly just being a centerman, just using his brain and just being in the right spots to distribute the puck to, a defenseman to go
Well, I think the
DDP or.
difference with Cousins though is he's like 6'3".
Yeah,
Oslin's
fair enough,
like a tiny guy, so like no team's gonna give him a chance to play the Cousins role just because he's small.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, not the best example, but do I get points for trying?
I guess so.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I just think and not that his size is a huge problem, but like obviously a lot of roster decisions are based on that, and he needs to show a lot more than like say a 6'3" guy to get a true NHL role.
Speaking of small versus big guys, Metza has more like physical penalty minutes than Geertsen does. Geertsen has the trip that one game, and then I'm going to get kicked out while talking crap while I'm watching a freaking Subway commercial. So Zach Metza officially the team goon. So we got a 2-on-1 here. Who's McLeod taking? Apparently no one. Why did you pass that backward, Nick Suzuki? That was disgusting.
Good back check here by Tuck. I mean, I'll take that, I guess.
Yeah. I go out to play that one out to play. Lose every ozone draw. I mean, yeah, that is part of it. I mean, you're probably going to put your best. That is, yep, that is a good back check by Alex Tuck. Very good. That's what
Man,
what
I
31 other
love
teams
Lane
would like
Hudson.
to. Oh yeah, how can you not? It's a
That
really
guy's one of
exciting
my
play.
favorite players. Oh wow.
It's just so active.
Oh wow.
That doesn't sound good. Bounce
I
off his
mean,
skate.
no goal. I mean, watch this shift from Hudson. That's like a master class right there.
He's just still down there. Oh, oh, good defense to get your stick in the way there from the Sabres, but they're getting danced right now. I mean,
That's
Montreal's a
the
good
thing.
team. They
Yeah.
made the playoffs last season. Oh my god, how did my yeah they made the playoffs last season, right?
Oh
Was it
yeah,
against
they made it
Washington?
last season. Yeah.
Okay, they lost that series. Okay, I know my stuff.
How does Sabres pass on two different Hudson brothers?
I mean, they love passing on guys for like Vaclav Karabachek, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. It's almost a curse having like power and well, I mean, yeah, it's obviously great having them, but having them means they'll never even attempt to draft like a fun defenseman for the next 10 years.
Yeah, you're gonna get Klebers, you're gonna get Sturbach, you're gonna get I mean
Like
Merker can be
Patrick
kind of
Geary.
yeah, Geary, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Merca is somewhat fun, but in terms of them like taking a
Yeah,
gamble with
I
a
know what you
guy,
mean though.
I mean, I guess Luke Osborne's probably the closest thing they have to it, but that's like a
Yeah,
much
but
lower level version of a Hudson.
yeah. I mean, the Sabres are just getting pounded right now, 5-on-5. This is,
Yeah.
I mean,
Even 4-on-4, they're getting killed because
yeah,
Montrose
yeah,
has
yeah,
so much better skill than the Sabres do. And
yeah.
4-on-4, that usually comes out more. All right,
I
already
mean,
throwing the lines in the blender after the 4-on-4. I think we got like Kozak out with
right.
McLeod.
Let's see what's going on here.
I mean, that's what
Yeah,
happens when you play Geertsen too, because you can't just throw out the fourth line because you don't want to play Geertsen like 10 minutes.
yeah, right. Okay, so we got McLeod, Quinn, and is that Kozak?
Yeah, it's like McLeod, Quinn, and Kozak.
Either, injury or maybe just, some guy just needs a break from the 4-on-4 or do you actually put him in a blender? I'm not exactly sure. Be something to monitor. It is the end of the period though, so who knows? It could just be
Yeah,
for the show.
this reminds me a lot of. I mean, honestly, the first two games is the quickest comparable. It just feels
Yeah.
like the first period of those first two games.
Yeah, not good. I mean, I think just need to keep it a little bit more simple. Just I mean, it cause the first goal is just get the puck out of your end first chance you can instead of the third or fourth, and get pucks in the net and go hard to the net. Come on, Lindy, what do you got up your sleeve, big guy?
All right, I guess that's something on that shift,
Yeah, I'm
but
just
it's
inventing
still
how to
just
get it.
like that's
Oh,
almost
I
a
thought that was stuck in his padding and went off his face. Okay.
that's almost a check guy and check guy crime if Kulik scored that.
I mean, he kind of was. He hit him in the face. Oof. I guess more of the head, but you get it.
It's so weird now with the ads that like the green screen thing. So it's like you see like local stuff. I kind of miss seeing
Yeah.
like each away team, like what
I
ads
thought
they
Ozempic.
had.
Wait a second. Well, that like right now you could see. I could see the actual because in the right now it's a thing for Eric Church or whatever, but like in the arena, there's no Zempic ad on the boards. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's like up towards the blue line, in the Montreal end.
Yeah, I knew these were like Sabres green screen ads when I saw Rise Energy. I'm like, oh wow.
I mean, at
There's no
least
way
they
they can
improved
afford
it
a
so you
board
don't
ad
like.
in Montreal.
At least you don't lose like Zach Benson in the corner when he's battling behind a behind a green screen
Oh
thing. I'm glad
yeah.
they fixed that. It sucked. Okay.
Oh, Darlene looks. Is he hurt? Or is he just out
Oh,
of breath? Maybe he just got his wind. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
I mean, he just got swat. I don't. Did anyone even see that? I don't even think they saw Anderson do that. I'll have to go back and watch that a second.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him with how he was positioned down there.
Oh, man,
They
I'm
didn't even
trying to.
show. I don't even think they got a camera on that play because they don't even have a replay of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back here. And he essentially got swallowed by Anderson. Anderson's already taken a couple runs at him, so Anderson was obviously seeing what he did to Marchand. Okay, so there's Darlene. He shoots. No one sees it. Yeah, no one's looking. Still no one's looking because then stuff starts behind the net. Still, and then McLeod finally notices that Darlene. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna blame the boys for that. They didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll hear about it in the locker room. So let's see how they come out next period. They'll probably throw the Geertsen out there and he'll get a game misconduct doing
Yeah,
something.
we'll take a swing, miss, and next thing you know, it's a mess.
All right, 11 forwards now.
Okay, well, Darlene up and skated off. Didn't seem too bad. So, well, you want to take a quick little 5 minute? I'm gonna go maybe grab some water and be right back. Talk a little bit through the intermission and lead us into in the second period there.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right, y'all. Let me see if I can find the "We'll be back" sign. Like I said, quick little like 5 minute. I'm just gonna run upstairs. So we'll be right back. All right. And we're already back. Got the old refill. Not a great first period. Not a great first period at all. What do we got here? I'm just looking at the defenseman's ice time. It's about what you'd expect. Dahlin almost played half the period. Holy crap.
It's pretty crazy. In terms of expected goals, it's somewhat close still.
Yeah, I mean, there was, I'd say, off the top of my head, I can think of at least like 3 like long distance shots. Some of them were like through traffic and stuff like that. When it comes to like expected goals, like how much of like traffic in front of the goaltender? Because like if you shoot one from, the corner of the blue line off, like it's not a good shot, but if the goalie never sees it, it ends up becoming a good shot. If it gets on net, like how does, educate myself, but maybe anyone else that's curious on like how does that factor into expected goals?
Based on the models, it's where like the puck's touched last before it hits the net.
Gotcha.
But I mean, you're also able to factor in like shot types too in most expected goal models because the NHL play-by-play data will provide that. So usually the
Sure.
NHL play-by-play data will have if it's like a deflection, tip in, or a wrist shot, slap shot. So that's kind of how they differentiate that. Because like a tip in close isn't the same as having a wrist shot in close.
Right. That's fair enough. Loving this Lindy Ruff jersey on the person on the broadcast here. Let's go. Oh, signs the front of it too. What a beast. Let's see here. Don't worry. P-Ham says they look good and had some great chances. I mean, I don't want to say they didn't have any chances. I wouldn't call them great.
Yeah, I guess they just
I
don't look
disagree.
like they just don't look like a team that's coming off of 2 straight wins that's trying to keep this thing rolling. They look like the Sabres, I think.
Missed this during the thing. Sorry, I usually try to keep up with chat pretty good, but there's another
Oh
Hudson
yeah,
coming.
Lars
I mean, you
Hudson
being
on Muskegon.
I was gonna say you're a USHL guy. Maybe you can keep an eye on him and let us know how he's looking in the spring when inevitably we have to start talking about the draft. No,
I mean,
they're gonna win.
they got future Sabres number 1 seed Tynan Lawrence on their team.
Somehow. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What? Who is the one that I had a lot of promise? Jet Wu. I was a big fan of Jet
Oh
Wu.
yeah, Jet Wu.
What's he up to these days?
I think he's still in the AHL. I want to say.
Yeah, he kind of stalled out, didn't he? Let's see. AHL. Has he been with Vancouver this entire? Yeah, he just played for Abbotsford the entire time. I mean, good gig if you can get it. Like I said, you can.
I think this right here, free Oslin. We got to start the campaign.
Free Oslin.
That third line is terrible.
If you're gonna, yeah, I think you should probably be on the third line. If it's going to be a fourth line thing, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not putting Oslin on the fourth line, but that third line.
That third line's terrible right now. Like 2 of the guys probably scratch, and I'd be fine with.
They're not scratching Quinn. I think we know that, even if we think they should. And I think the same thing with Krebs. So, how does Oslin get into the lineup? Maybe they do actually scratch Kulik.
Well, I mean, I think to get Oslin, all you have to do is put Krebs on the fourth line, move Kozak to the wing or something, and scratch Geertsen, which should be an easy choice at this point.
I'm not trying to be too much of a hate. Like, I don't want to like just act like I'm just choosing one person, just hating on them. Trust me, I have a lot of complaints to go around. So it's not just one person, but like, yeah, not to just keep teeing off on the guy, but it's just like, sorry, man.
Well, no, he definitely understands too, or it's like,
what? It's also the
he's
thing
playing
where
like 5 minutes a night.
I think I got a comment basically that was like, you'll miss Geertsen when, Tucker Tage has to answer the bell. I'm like, when is Geertsen ever going to be on the ice when a cheap shot's thrown?
Yeah.
Never.
It's similar to like the Peters era when he's on the Sabres. Like any big playoff games, like he was not playing in them. Like
Yeah, exactly.
like he'd
And
skate
then
in a few regular season games.
yeah, but like even every game for the Sabres this season should be a freaking playoff game at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
That's why it's just like because when I think of Geertsen, I think about that New Jersey team that was terrible because that was the team that he was on, and
yeah,
they just lacked talent that year. And they tried like gritting their way through a playoff spot, and then they finally made the big jump the following season without
mhm,
a guy like Geertsen in the
yeah,
lineup every other night.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely one of the. I don't know, you just have to embrace the players if you try to like force and it, like look, I don't know all about the Devils teams of those years, but you're trying to force your way to be a certain team and you just aren't. Like we've seen it like kind of like under Kruger and a little bit of this under Ruff too, where it's almost s- square peg round hole kind of situation.
Yeah, like this team's physical enough without someone like Geertsen. Like look at after the Whistles game, they've been getting at it every shift. They have a bunch of big guys out there too. They probably have, I mean, especially when
It was just
Greenway's
you need the
back. You got
mindset,
like,
man.
yeah, it's like I don't watch the Sabres and think they're like a below average team and after the whistle stuff this year, but I do watch the Sabres and think they're a team that could use a lot more offensive pop,
Yeah,
especially on
yeah.
that third line.
Or just like I said, just that high end or higher end skill this team just seems to lack a little bit too much of. For Austin, how's old friend Josh Bloom doing? He played a lot in the ECHL last season. He only saw 2 games in the AHL, but he does have 1 game in the AHL this season, so we'll see how that goes.
What's
Kind of a
Riley
fun player.
Stillman doing?
What's Riley Stillman doing? Let's find out. He's playing for Bakersfield, so he's
Oh,
in
okay.
the I almost said Ottawa, excuse me, the Oilers team. Oh my god, he played 5 games for Carolina last season. Would you look at
Oh,
that?
really? I
Yeah,
had no
surprise,
idea.
surprise. He had 4 assists. No, I'm just kidding. No, he had 0 goals, 0 assists. 7 penalty minutes. Sounds like he might have gotten in a fight. Hopefully, it went better than the one that he got in Buffalo. Again, I do have a lot of sympathy for Stillman in that fight because he just Jeannot just had a way better grip than him on the jersey, and that was the end of that. I got to make sure Krebs and Quinn play elevator roles and stuff. Yeah, I mean, agreed. It's just like at what point, if you're not producing and you're not really doing much, again, like Quinn's like a scorer. It's not like he's setting a tone physically or anything like that, or mixing it up at the end of the play. Some point, like when do you just like, okay, sorry, it's just not good enough. We got to put someone else in there. Like you have the competition. Competition's only good when the guys are good enough to actually replace you. And like maybe Osland isn't, but you got to give him a chance. Got to try. If Quinn's not going to do it or Krebs isn't going to do it, So that's my opinion on it. Cal,
Yeah,
oh, don't you ask about Cal O'Reilly? Didn't we go into a deep dive? Isn't he over with Luke Adams playing over in the ECHL?
is he still playing? He's got to be old now. But I mean, maybe he is still playing. He's got to be like late 30s, maybe
No, he's no. I was wrong. He's overseas. He's what?
39.
Yeah, he's playing for something Tigers
Oh,
SCL.
in Switzerland.
I was gonna say, is that sounds Swiss,
Yeah,
Switzerlandish?
that's crazy. He played Cody Hodson last year in the AHL.
Yeah, sure did. Man, they're already 16 games in over in Switzerland. I almost said Sweden. Yikes! Holy crap!
Yeah, a
You know what
lot of
I?
Europe has like a September start.
You know what I? Yeah, that's wild. Frankly, that's kind of how I think hockey should be. I think the NHL should start just a
Oh,
little bit sooner.
definitely. Mid
Just a little.
September, first game would be perfect.
Yeah, I'll take late September. We'll
Yeah.
gradually, just start them. You can't go all the way. Just take them a little bit back towards the middle. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, you know what I downloaded the other day was a flash score, just to look at all different like soccer scores or hockey scores or tennis. I like watching a bunch of different sports, and Dude, you can pull up some leagues in that. I mean, I was pulling up random hockey leagues. Let's see what I can pull up for under today's games that went down. Flash score. Let me check out the NMHL over in Russia.
Oh yeah, that's like below the
Yeah.
MHL, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, KHL, VHL, MHL, NMHL. There's of course, the ULLH over in the Czech Republic, and of course the Extra Liga in Belarus. Obviously, people know those teams. It's, classic hockey stuff.
I
The
mean, we did have a
Hungarian Cup.
guy out of the Norwegian league get drafted in the first round 2 years ago, which is pretty crazy. But it shows how cool it is, like how
There's
many
the
hockey
French Cup.
leagues guys come from.
Sorry to cut you off there, but I love how European leagues will still try to kind of make it like soccer. Will they have like cup games? Because there's like the French Cup, the Hungarian Cup coming up in a couple days. I don't know. I find that fascinating. And I wish it wasn't like the NBA Cup where it's just like a regular season game that technically like counts for this too or whatever it is. Maybe that's not how it goes, but I don't know. The NBA Cup just never intrigued me, but I wish they did something like that with hockey. But at the same time, it's more like European soccer is just like clubs within or like towns essentially have their own clubs and have from like you bring kids in from like U12 and the next thing you know they just keep progressing and I know the Buffalo Junior Sabres had that, but like just imagine that's how they did it, where like you go out and you're like, this 10-year-old seems good, let's get him in our system and hopefully he can end up making
We'd have what was it, Drew Daly? I heard there's a ton of hype around that kid right now. He's the next great Western New York hockey player. He's a defenseman too, so if we did have the club hockey type setups, he'd be the top guy in our system right now.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. I just pulled him up here. Shattuck St. Mary, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, he put up like insane point totals last year. I think he's playing up.
Yeah, so for the 14U AAA, 59 games played, 24 goals, 72 assists, 96 points
as a
as a
defenseman.
defenseman. Imagine playing against him and just being like, okay, cool, sick, that's fun. Like, okay, my big thing is if you're doing your rookie lap and you rip one over the net. See, come on, Metza. Yep, missing net. I mean, this is why the Sabres haven't been winning. You got guys taking the rookie laps, and now I feel bad because his parents are like all excited, and this is actually a super cool moment for him. I'm trying to make a joke out of it. Oh. Yeah, those rookie laps are sweet, dude. I would feel super uncomfortable. Would be like, I wish I was just out here with my team right now.
Yeah. I like the rookie laps where like 6 guys make their debut and it's just like a mini a mini warm up.
Yeah, those are cool too. Yeah, I love those. Another icing, within the first 10 seconds of the period. That's what we're looking for, guys. It's good stuff.
Oh, I think your stream actually caught up to mine.
I'm at 1954. They're about to drop the puck right now. There you go.
Yeah, I think we're close together now.
Well, remember
and
that
I don't think
happened
my
last
stream slowed down.
Remember
I did see the guys on What Chaos. They were saying that like the ads apparently on ESPN Plus are like longer.
I did see that, yeah.
Than
And
like the TV ads.
And then it like sends you back, like you still see everything, but it sends you like essentially pauses your stream for you so they can run ads, and it's just like, oh my, that's wild. Yeah, man. I mean, I wish I could talk to them about that. Be like, how did you like? I mean, like he had the video evidence of how he rolled upon it, but just like,
yeah, I mean, that was my favorite thing with Center Ice too, was seeing like all like the local teams ads. Like you watch a Sharks game,
yeah,
and see like San Jose ads. Now I've seen the Arby's steak nuggets ad probably like 46 times already.
They have the meats though, so at least you have that going for you.
I don't know if I want steak nuggets from Arby's. I mean, I feel like Arby's is like all right, but I mean, I don't know if I want a chunk of steak from
Dude, I'll
a fast
be
food place.
I'll be honest. I haven't eaten fast food in so long. It's been, I mean,
Arby's is that's a nice place to dip your toe in the fast food world. They're actually like it's actually like not as terrible as people would think.
certain things. Some things you're like, oh my god, what are we doing here? Some things you're like, okay, might not be great, but like there's worse stuff
Oh, we
on other
got the
menus.
steak nuggets are flavorless, so I guess I won't be trying those at Arby's.
Appreciate you guys being the taste testers out there. We're saving Walt's stomach for the parm sandwich. He's gonna
Do 100 steak nugget challenge if the Sabres make it to the playoffs.
oh my god.
Dogs wouldn't even eat them.
Dude, I don't I'm not trying to like talk too much crap about it, but like I just don't understand the appeal of competitive eating. Like I can't. But it's 4th of July. And I'm like, yeah, and I don't want to see someone look like he's about to puke for about 5 minutes while he's shoveling pork missiles down his throat. Like I
I,
don't I don't want to see that, man.
I just feel like there's something therapeutic about watching Joey Chestnut put
Oh
like
my
50
god.
dogs down though. Or like 75 dogs.
Oh my god. My favorite thing is like I don't know anything about Joey Chestnut, but my impression of him is he actually thinks he's like he just the way he like comes out from like his little like tent from behind the stage or whatever. He actually it almost like makes it feel like he's like I'm an actual athlete.
I mean, he's
Like
probably bigger than
showing
most like
here.
actual athletes too, which is pretty funny.
I
He's been a
mean,
guy I've always wanted to meet because he used to every time he'd be in Buffalo for the Wing Festival, he'd always like go out in Allentown the night before, and I was always like out of town somehow. But I'm like, I'd love to like just have a beer with this guy.
I mean, there's the difference between myself and Walt. I would just like I don't want to do that.
No, hot dog eating that's one of my favorite things every year.
Yeah, I just again not it's like who cares? It's like it's not like it really matters. Like, is that something I actually get like upset about? Like, why do we do this? This is stupid. No, I don't really care, but it's just like I don't
There
want to
was
watch it
actually I
personally.
forget the guy, but there was a guy that wore like a Sabres goat head hat. I don't think he was there this past hot dog eating contest, but he's there like the previous years, just wearing like Sabres stuff. And
Really?
he like tweet about the Sabres every once in a while too. Forget his name though, but it was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's like I'll randomly see like a Josh Allen Bills jersey when I'm like watching like
Yeah.
Oklahoma State basketball against like Auburn because I made a degenerate bet. That's a lie. I don't bet. I think everyone knows that. But 3-on-2.
Now the thing is, like, Bills are so mainstream, or you see Bill stuff on in public now, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. But now, like, when you see Sabre stuff on public, you're like, here's a guy that knows ball. Like, you're like, this guy's like dialed
Yeah.
in.
What's up, fellow sicko?
Yeah, like this guy's a
Benson?
sports
Ooh.
fan.
I it seemed like the other night they were doing a lot of passing on odd man rushes, and I kind of want Thompson to rip that bad boy right there.
Oh man, Benson almost scored there.
Yeah. Am I ahead of you now? Not to brag or anything, but
I don't know. How's this possible? Let me check my TV.
stay. No ice. Oh, Alex Tuck, baby. Oh my God, Alex Tuck. Oh, McLeod, just go to your backhand. Even if he saves it, at least try. Oh, down. No. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Josh Doan's stick just Rasmus Ristolainen all over the place.
Must have got on a deal with Warrior. This third line is terrible.
Connor Timmins just got sent. Anderson's throwing his body around. Go ahead, Geertsen. Go do your job.
Anderson was almost a Sabre if Jason Botterill had like 2 more hours during the
I
2020 trade deadline.
I wanted Anderson too, and I don't know. Who knows what would have happened, but I wanted him.
I'm fine without that guy.
Lane Hudson is come on, man. Was that Quinn that just got beat off the puck that easily? Dude, I can't keep making excuses for this guy.
Yeah, third line looks terrible.
It's genuinely awful. I mean,
Oh, I think I'm back ahead of you now, but I won't say what happened.
God.
It could be good or bad. It's got a cowboy hat in the crowd. That's pretty wild.
Let's go.
Yuri. Oh
That's
man, I'll take that.
I love a nice cowboy hat at a hockey game.
I mean, we were talking earlier. Kulik needs to get
Nice
going.
bad
He's a goal
turnover.
scorer. That's
Oh crap.
that's how you
Oh
get
crap.
going.
Oh crap. There it is. Okay, yeah, I'm way behind you now. Yeah, I mean that was a
Yeah,
bad turnover by
I
Montreal,
don't
but
know.
yeah, good
This
good
ESPN
finish.
Plus streams hopping all over the place.
That's crazy. Okay, the cowboy hat. There it is. Heck yeah. All right. Shout out to the Sabres fan up there in Montreal. Won that battle.
I've always wanted to go to Sabres game in Montreal. I feel like the last few years they've always been on like a weeknight.
Yeah. Good move to get that puck up to his stick from his skate there. That backhand, man. Goalies hate that backhand. Let's go, Yuri. That boy. I really hope that's like the kind of like jumping off point for him. That'd be freaking sweet, man.
I mean, he's got to have like the easiest line to play on right now. So
Yeah.
you really hope
Yeah.
the offense comes for him because like he just literally just has to exist when you're playing with Tage and Benson.
I mean, he's still had to finish, and he did.
Yeah.
So give him a little bit of. I'll give him a little bit.
No,
of
I give him
there.
credit there, but it's
Yeah.
like he's in a perfect environment to just produce like crazy. I guess the difference between this and the Rangers and Bruins game is they are getting off like shots from dangerous areas. And I know Benson's gotten a few of them and he wasn't playing the first two, obviously, but maybe they're following the leader and just trying to cut the more dangerous areas. Oh, it looks like Tage just went down. Something. It may have just been a stinger though, because I think he's
That's not good. I don't
off
even
the
have Tate
ice.
on the ice yet. So
Or no, he's moving slow. That's not good. But he's still out there, so
yeah.
I think it's just like a stinger or something.
Okay, we'll see I'll try to keep an eye on what happened here. Okay, he threw a
Yeah, it
check
looks like it was nothing because he stayed out there like another 35 seconds.
Oh,
after
he
it
just took
happened.
one off the ribs, I think. I think he just took
Yeah.
I think he just took. Oh, dude, that sucks. Oh my god. That sucks, man. I think he's probably like right in that like where the strap kind of comes over and you can just get people right in the ribs and there's
Yeah.
nothing there. Even no matter how well built you are, that like rib area, like that's gonna be exposed.
Montreal's like low key throwing shots at the Sabres team. Like,
Yeah,
they
Anderson's
ran
been
at
running
Dahlin.
around. Yeah. Anytime Luukkonen plays a puck, I like hold my breath, and anytime Lyon does, I just don't. Like even at the beginning of the season, I was just like, he just seems calm with it. And there's something to like your goalie being calm in the chaos. Like when UPL's like diving all over the place and going from one corner to the other and all this stuff, like your team's like, holy crap, are we really like, is this out of control for us? But they used to say this, and I know this is a bad comparison. Alex Lyon is not this guy at all, but they used to say that about Carey Price. They're like, just his calming presence, like he would make like a ridiculous stop, and then he'd just be like, "Yeah, that was cool," and just like flip the puck to the ref, and we're good. And he was like, "They just helped us a little bit." There is stuff like that that does help a team. It's just that those small little things in a game
I've
that can
always
really make
been
the
such
difference.
a big fan of the chaotic goalies. And maybe it's
Yeah,
because I
Dominic.
grew up
Yeah,
watching like Hashtag highlights.
yeah. I don't blame him.
But that's always been my favorite goalie to watch. These guys that are just flopping around.
I mean, the Hasek is the exception. He's not the rule. And the rule is those floppers are usually going to get caught out of place and it's going to look pretty bad.
Or like World Juniors, Jack Campbell. Like he was just like flying around, just making stops.
I mean, if it works, it can give your team juice, but like that's not the gamble I would want to take. I'd
Or
want that
even
calm, steady presence.
Levi too. He's
Yeah,
made
that's
some
true.
crazy. I just think back to that development camp, that shootout stop against Jack Quinn where he caught it like behind his back. Like
Oh yeah,
that's like crazy.
yeah. Fourth line out with the first D pairing. Oh, let's go.
That's crazy that
Oh, Dowling
Zach,
blew a tire.
Zach Bolduc's wearing 76.
Oh, I just paused my stream doing that too. Oh crap! Now I'm even further behind.
Yeah, it's literally on this ESPN Plus stream. The commercials like put you behind it, and you can't like. It says you're live while watching the game. You literally have to leave the game on the ESPN app
Oh,
and
that's
click
even
back onto it.
worse. That
Yeah,
sucks.
because it said I was live, and then when I clicked back in, it moved like a minute and a half ahead.
This is just a game of a lot of stops and starts. They try going into
Yeah,
the offensive zone, then it like bounces off a guy's skate, and then they're going back. They're back checking. Next thing you know, pass gets broken. Just like constant regroups. Like coaches, if you guys have ever played hockey as a kid, coaches would be loving this because they're like, "This is what we do in practice all the time: breakouts, and regroups the entire time."
yeah. I mean, this is a game where we said it before. They have to get it to overtime. Like, if it's going to be a close game,
Yeah,
at least get
get a
1
point.
point if you're not going to win it in regulation.
Get a point. Absolutely. Get a loser's point if you need it.
Because yeah, I mean, this type of game we just seen the Sabres lose 2-1, 3-1, 4-2, 3-2, just way too much.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we'll say the Ottawa game they were faced with, they were down one. It was tied multiple times. They did come out on top,
Mm-hmm.
so that's definitely a positive.
It's
And I
not
have the
blanking. I mean,
Arby's commercial again.
there you go. I got the carne asada from Chipotle for the 40th time.
I'd
Um,
rather see that, honestly. That looks good.
used to murder Chipotle. I bulked up. I know obviously I look like I am like real skinny, but I bulked up a few years ago and it's all gone. But I used to just tear up Chipotle on like a pretty regular basis, man. I was causing problems. It's causing problems for those stores, but I had two of them. I would like alternate which one, so they didn't think I was a psycho going to each one. So I would go to like the one over there, and then I would go to the one over there. I was ripping them. Think about,
Did you
dude.
go to the one on Transit?
No, I haven't gone there, and then I moved even further away from transit. So, which I'm not complaining about. Trust me.
The one on Transit, I'm not a huge fan of. It's always
No.
like, all right, I'm not a huge fan of this Chipotle.
Okay. The one thing about like bulking up or like just like all that is just like all the eating. It's like one, it was super expensive. I was buying like double the amount of food, and like two, it's just like constant eating.
Oh yeah, when I was bulking, I was doing the cheapest thing to get the calories in at the end of the day was just peanut butter.
Yeah,
I
man,
just
peanut butter. Yeah.
Yeah, I just do
I
like
did.
5 spoonfuls of peanut butter, and that would be like 600 calories somehow.
Yeah, I did. I was doing these like smoothies too that were like packed with stuff too. Oh, Brendan Gallagher, sup, buddy? Let's go, Samuelson. Get someone. All right, close enough.
Oh,
Didn't need to take
Gallagher to the
them off.
box. Samuelson's going back to his own bench, so
Okay.
I forget Gallagher's still in the league too.
Yeah, man. When people ask for like Benson comparisons, I'm surprised that Gallagher. Oh, it's because he slashed him up high. Yeah, he kind
Gallagher's
of
a
did.
WHL guy too, Vancouver Giant.
Was he? All right, Samuelson, let's go. You didn't do anything to like take his head off and get yourself in the box too, but you still responded. I'll take that. I'm trying to go a little bit lighter on the guy that I usually crap on, so I'll give him that. Yeah, Lion's shaking his head. Yeah, it's like, yeah, man. It's not like he was like he put his glove down. I'm like, yeah, he put his glove down. And you slashed him like almost in the neck. Like I don't know what to tell you. Probably
Put
shouldn't do
Geertsen on
that.
the power play. No,
Wait, what?
put Geertsen on the power play.
Oh, I thought you said they were. I was about to throw up
No.
on camera. Have a trash basket right there.
This power play is cooking. It somehow looks like
Benson's at the point, which is just like it's typically like you're like Ovechkin at the point, like a shooter or something like that. No, Zach Benson. I'm sure it'll work. It might be cool.
Like the power play somehow got like really good.
I mean, again, it was only a couple games though, so like I don't. Ooh, Thompson. I don't want to say like it's good now. It had a couple good games.
I
Just like I
think
don't
they're
want
getting
to.
the chances though. I think that's the
Yeah.
number one thing that matters. I still get expected goals per 60. It sucks, and like this power play kind of sucks, but I mean, they've been getting dangerous. Like those are two dangerous chances they got there. It also helps having a dog on each power play unit too. You got, I mean, I guess you got Benson and Doan on the same one, but you have flexibility.
Yeah, man. It isn't always about the finishing. Obviously, like you need to score goals, win games, play hockey, shoot past score. But they do look more effective. I will agree with you on that. Oh man, I guess he was maybe trying to go 5-hole.
We
5-hole.
appreciate the support in the comments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I know. With us doing live streams during the game, it's definitely difficult sometimes for people, depending on how they watch the game, to like
Yeah.
comment. But I mean, we appreciate everyone that does it, everyone that's watching along with us.
Yeah, yeah, just hanging out, obviously we love people typing in chat, hanging out, even, talking with each other. I think we've seen that on previous streams as well too. But if you can't, just hang out, maybe like the video on YouTube, throw the old subscribe if you could, all those fun plugs. This Sabres Power Play on the Sabermetrics podcast is sponsored by Rise Energy. Use promo code.
They're gonna send a cease and
Hopefully,
desist.
yeah, right.
You don't have permission
Oh,
to
Thompson.
advertise a Sunny D energy drink.
Yeah, right. I
Did,
wonder how close it tastes. I used to like a nice Sunny D.
I haven't had that flavor. I had like their
Oh,
sour punch straws one. It was all right.
we got a stick out of a Canadian's hand. Got to do something with it. 15 seconds left on the power play. Thompson put a little bit of his leverage into that one. He went flying.
Dare I say the Sabres are looking good? They really came out the
Better than the
second
first,
period.
which has
Yeah.
gotta maybe clean that up. But as long as it doesn't carry into the second, I'll take that. So
Yeah, that's a scary thing of how they play in the first is like they definitely could have went down 2 there.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, look, again, they say like 2 goals is the most dangerous lead in hockey, but I mean, I'd rather be down 1. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just math. You just have to do math sometimes, like it's tough for me, but sometimes you just got to do it. This is awesome. You guys are great. Oh, appreciate it, man. Yeah. A lot of it's great to see like consistent people like tuning into. Like I can understand if people are busy, they can only tune into one once in a while or something like that. But seeing the same name over and over, it's just it's worthwhile. Especially for me, where I was just as Walt, I was super nervous about doing anything like this. So
Yeah.
a little bit of confidence.
Bill's
Oh,
actually
wow.
purely AI, so he's actually
Yeah,
a
not even real.
character.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's a
Sora too,
character I
baby.
created.
Yeah. Oh, Quinn did his little like I don't know how to describe it. His little like kind of like heel to toe like move where he cuts back to the
Yeah,
inside. Just
that was a nice
like
release, and Kozak
woo!
almost got that tipping.
Yeah, Kozak just cross checked a guy and took a couple himself. That was Gallagher. Yeah, dog.
Kozak should be their fourth line center, and then like Krebs just like figures something out with like
Dude, I've always
put
tried to be
Krebs
like
on the
a
wing, maybe. I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I would have to look at his face-off percentage because that is something that they can use to justify that. But I don't know. I've tried to be like a Krebs truther and try to like lower expectations and stuff like that and say like, hey, like he might be one of those guys that's like a depth guy who like still has the passing skill that can make a play or two and some important game when maybe your top guys aren't going. But I think that's starting to go away, and I'm starting to think I might
Yeah,
want someone else in that
well, yeah,
roster
he's
spot
still
or the
like
lineup.
he's still a somewhat useful player, but he just reminds me of someone that's like more of like a journeyman like
Yeah,
guy to
it's
fill out a lineup. Like he'll be in the NHL, but he'll be on like a bunch of different teams in like a 4 or 5 year span.
Yeah, like you see him on like an Anaheim, maybe,
Yeah,
or like just like a non-playoff team playing in like a bottom six role,
yeah,
which is a bummer because I had higher hopes for him when he came here. I was kind of hoping he would be like a really good third line center, but if you could squeeze him into the second line, that'd be great. But I don't think that was really realistic.
yeah. I was just like, I feel like the all hockey was so goofy that year. The games that actually were played, and then we saw like the
Yeah,
Krebs was like 100th percentile for like was like expected assist or something on like the track
yeah,
data in the WHL, and then it's like, oh, it's because he's playing in like a depleted league, and
yeah.
it's just so much better than everyone else
Um,
down there. It didn't really translate to the pros.
do they really go offsides? That stinks. Oh man, your coach is gonna be mad about that. Yeah, that was a unfortunate whiff by Tage there, and luckily it didn't come back to bite him. Going to commercial break, so luckily we're gonna see some more steak fries.
Oh yeah, I
Ugh.
got the steak nuggets already.
Or steak nuggets. Steak nuggets. Excuse me. I'm looking for my carne asada from from Chipotle.
I get the NBA 2K26 hat right after. I used to be a
Oh really?
huge 2K guy.
I like 2K from time to time. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun to
like when I was
play.
in college, that was my game. I'd be playing that like
Another game I enjoyed
almost
playing,
every day.
like trust me, like like playing shell, but and like FIFA. FIFA kind of got me back into soccer, but I liked playing when I didn't. I only played it for 1 year, but the show MLB the show, that game was tough.
Oh
But I enjoyed
yeah.
it. It's tough.
I haven't played that in forever, but that used to always be like my favorite to play every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
NHL games, it's just like you think they would
Not
progress more
fun.
than they actually have. Oh, so over the past like 20 years, I play NHL 6 every once in a while.
Really?
When I'm,
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
good
when
one.
I'm back in my parents' house with their game with the GameCube there I had growing up, so I play
Nice. Yeah.
that. That's like
Yeah.
really the only NHL I play anymore.
I mean, man, like I tried playing the most recent NHL a couple months ago, I think, and I just, it just doesn't feel right, man. I'm not trying to be like things are better back in my day, but I was luckily during like the heyday of, you know, what, like
Yeah.
14, 15, 16, and then even like maybe the earlier, like late 2010s too. Like some of those games weren't maybe as good, but still good for sure. So I don't know. It's
Play Madden be a
not a
pro.
huge
That
fan.
that's always fun to do to play like different positions.
Being a linebacker, see, obviously, I just do like quarterback. I think once in a while I'll do like running back or something like that. But yeah, man, be a pro. Madden be a pro is pretty fun too. I do like some Madden from time to time. I'm not much of an online like playing against people because those people are just like
Oh
they
yeah,
ain't
they're
taking you
next
seriously.
level. Especially
Like
with football games, they'll be like blitzing
yeah,
you with like their safety every time, like manually, and I would just
yeah.
get I'm like, what's
No
going
one can
on?
pick it up. You got to like do all these
Yeah.
like adjustments, and I'm like, I just want to throw ball far and run, and then like toss in a
Yeah.
screen pass from here or there. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like, I'm not a big football playbook guy, so I don't know how to like game plan around a safety blitz.
Remember the Blue Stars and do special digs? Yeah, man. I was playing like NHL. What was it, like 2002 or whatever, with the announcers that were just like genuinely hilarious, and they had like like Eric Rasmussen had like the hammer next to his name, and Stu Barnes had like the
Oh
little like
yeah.
bullseye because he was a sniper, and then like Chris Groton had like the hockey stick because he had a really hard shot, and it was just like super arcadey. And what was it, the thing where if you went on like a breakaway or whatever, it like went to that like camera or whatever, it was like super close up, and then if your goalie made like a big save, it like cut to that camera too. It was just like they had like cards too, like little NHL cards that you would like unlock and stuff. I was like, this is where it's at. Not, I mean, like EASHL, I get it, that's where you make all your money, but I don't know, it was cool. It was, obviously it wasn't microtransactions. And oh no, he just went flying. Oh boy, someone just got absolutely burnt.
I used to literally when I was like 4 years old, 5 years old, my dad would set up like it might have been like NHL 2002. on like the computer and
Oh
just
yeah.
play a game for me. Like no one would even be actually playing. Like it'd just be the CPU playing each other.
Okay, man.
And yeah, like when hockey wasn't actually going on in like the summer, that'd be how I'd get my fix. Was I'd just
Yeah.
be watching a CPU game.
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing with my dad in those games and stuff like that. It was good times.
Oh man, I need to plug in my laptop.
Uh-oh.
Be gone
You gonna
for
lose
3 seconds.
Boy. Now it's just a Jonas Enroth jersey hanging out. Oh boy. Let's see. I'm just trying to look up some of the stats here for this game, kind of let people in on what's going on. No live games? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Corsi favors the Canadiens by a little bit. Expected goals. Yeah, it's not too far away from each other. Let's look at the shot chart. I'll pull up this shot chart at the end of the second once they have all the data from the second period. Pull up that shot chart. Let everyone see what's going on here. So it doesn't look too bad. What is their mascot up in Montreal? What is that guy? Is it like Cowboy Night or something up there in Canada? What's going on here? Instead of wearing this hat, I should have worn my 10-gallon hat. Oh, muted Walt. There we go. He's back.
I think it was UP. He was like the mascot for the Expos or something. There's like some history with that.
We will, but it's going to be at the end of the period.
I think there is a Montreal Expos documentary coming out tomorrow.
Oh, is there? That's cool.
On
I like
Netflix.
I've
I'm a
always liked
big
the
Expos
Expos.
guy. Yeah.
Really, I've always like. Oh, Benson, that was a nice play. Good save by the goalie, but nice if Benson could have snuck that one in top corner. It was
I remember
tough. I mean,
Dairy
he still got
Queen.
a good shot on it.
You used to get any MLB team's helmet. I remember when I was younger, I'm getting an Expos one, and then I was always like a fan of the
Wonder if
Expos
I
ever
have.
since.
I wonder if I have a. I wonder if people remember this. I probably a lot younger people are watching this live stream, but there's a restaurant called Ground Round where
Oh,
you
my
could
dad talks about that place all the time.
yeah, you could get like especially kids, you could get ice cream in one of those things, and so like we would go there every I don't know, maybe a couple times a year with family member or something just to go mess around and yeah. Pretty sure I have like an Expos one. I wonder where those things are. We've moved so many times. I'm sure they got tossed, but yeah, we used to have like a stack of them. And then we had this monster one that obviously like this big Sunday came in. And it was like I think it was like a Bison's one. That was where
Oh yeah.
that's where you did some damage. If you're talking about bulking up in calories, go ahead and throw yourself a big old Sunday and a upside down baseball cap.
Bison's games are the perfect games just to like annihilate the concession stands.
It's a beautiful night. Give me some. You know what I haven't had in forever, and I gotta have it sometime. And then next summer, obviously, it's not going to be warm enough now. Whoa. The goaltender just got like attacked by his own players. Dippin' Dots.
Oh
Gotta
yeah,
get
those
back
are
on the
good.
Dippin' Dots grind.
Those are incredible. Man, what a period for the Sabres, honestly. I know now how to say this, like Montreal might score, but
Yeah.
they really got themselves back into this game.
Yeah. It's good. Good response. I mean, I was worried that it was going to be that these guys are just flat tonight, but it's good to
Yeah.
see that it's not the case. So,
Well, because we've seen so much of that. Because I feel like every game last year, I'd always make the joke where I'd get like excited to watch a Sabres game. Like I'll make like a nice dinner, you know, remove all my plans for the night, make sure I can watch the game, and then they're
yeah.
down like 3-1 after like 5 minutes. So I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those you kind of hold your breath things, especially when they're getting kind of caved in. I don't want to say it like too mean, but yeah, they kind of got caved in on that first period. Holy crap, Jack Quinn. Yo, I am so glad that didn't end up in the back of your net. I don't know what to do with this guy anymore. We can't keep doing this, guys. I mean, if you're gonna trip over your own shoelace there, I don't really know what we're doing. The guy has
I
no
think
hands. It's
I'd like to see
crazy.
Oslin in a spot next game.
I'm sorry, but also, how does Anderson get behind you like that? Good job. I mean, guess getting back, but how does Anderson beat you that clean behind you? Okay, I mean, it's Byram's side, so it's on him. I mean, I guess he kind of got. Yeah, I mean, he kind of got behind him. Yeah, it's gonna correct me. Yeah, especially a guy like Josh Anderson getting body position on you like that. It's not good.
I think third period you may have to shorten the bench.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, what are you going to shorten the bench to 2 lines? Just keep
Yeah,
rolling back to back. Like,
yeah, that's
you're not going to
true.
play the 4th line, so you have to play that 3rd line. The 3rd line is important. Like this team, I've talked about they have like a million 3rd liners, but they can't put together a 3rd line because they've had to move up some of those 3rd liners to the 4th line, or to the 2nd line.
Yeah. I'd be giving Kozak shifts on the 3rd line.
Yeah,
He's having a nice game. Oh man, Zach Benson just protecting the puck, giving opportunities. Teammates didn't turn in anything, but that's the stuff that'll add up eventually.
was that Kozak, McLeod, and Tuck out right now? Okay, got 30 seconds left in the second.
Oh man, Kozak right there again. Down the period. He could have 2 tonight.
Yeah. I mean, it's just never been Kozak's game. He was a 7th round pick, and it was always it was his game in the WHL as it probably should have been, but ooh, Darling. Okay. Well, that's a bummer, but all right, came much better second period. Like I said to everyone, I'm gonna pull up this heat map once the
Yeah, Darlene got caught in that line change towards the end. It ended up being like a 1 versus 5.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Go fight win. Where are some of these places where like the goaltender has to sit away from the bench and like over on the side? Or like what was the there's a place last year where like the backup goalie was sitting right next to Rob, and it was an away game, but Rob was in between the benches for the game for some reason. And all you all you hear is just like Rob being like, "Yeah, they're really not playing all that well," and like the backup goalie's right there, man. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
nothing.
I know like one of the Canadian rinks, I think. One of the other ones, it's like the goal. There's one where the goalies sit like behind the net almost.
I think San Jose is one of them. Is Pittsburgh one of them? No,
No, that's a
no,
new rink, isn't it? Because I feel like Pittsburgh's a newer rink, so they'd have
newer. No, maybe it's not a new. Yeah, well, I mean, define new because it was the Igloo back in the day, and now it's what PPG Arena or whatever.
something like that. I think it may even be a different name now. Yeah, I think. I mean, I'll pull up some of like the analytics after that period, but I
Finally
mean, just
updated.
eye test alone, I'd imagine that was a much better period from the Sabres.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for this last little few seconds to
Oh,
roll
so
up.
still pretty even in terms of expected goals, just overall and at 5-on-5. Yeah, the Krebs. Quinn must have been out there for an opportunity because he's got a 40.7 expected goals for percentage, but Krebs and Zucker are at a 1% expected goals for percentage so far. I mean, I know it's not the best to use percentages like that in like a single game, but they're on ice for 0.01 expected goals for and 1.11 expected goals against for Zucker and Krebs.
Yeah, okay. Heat map. We're gonna do 5-on-5 just because there hasn't been a ton of that stuff. Let me pull this thing up. This is the 5v5 heat map for Sabres Canadiens after 2 periods.
I mean,
Walt,
that's what I
maybe.
like to see.
Yeah, I was gonna
Ah,
say, like, explain this to the people that might not know. I know we did this the other time too, but just kind of give people a view of this. Maybe can I make it bigger for people to see? Maybe if they're watching on their phones or something like that. If you want to maybe talk over this and let them know what they're looking at here.
yeah, I mean, pretty much dark areas where there's higher shot volume. We're used to seeing the Sabres not have shots in close. So, I mean, it's nice to see them have that this game. Obviously, it's not nice to see Montreal with the same, but at least on offense, the Sabres are finally getting to the net front area. And I do think they're really relying on that shot from the wing to get to the net, too. I noticed that. Like, it seems to be like a slightly more dangerous strategy because they do seem to be able to get more guys crashing the net, being able to beat the defender to get there versus what we saw in that Boston and Rangers game. So, whatever the Sabres are doing on offense, I mean, obviously it helps to have guys like Benson in the lineup, guys like Doan in the lineup that'll get there, but it's nice to see them get those dangerous shots off. And, they had a bunch of opportunities this game in close that they didn't capitalize on. Some of
Yeah.
them they didn't get shots off on, so that wouldn't even be picked up on here. But
Yep.
like that play down the period with Kozak on the doorstep. So
Yep.
like the opportunities are there tonight. So it's good to see. I mean, like this is hockey that you could tune in and watch is when it's just a
Keep you
back and
excited.
forth game.
Yeah, I mean it was a bad first period, but as Alan mentions here, had a great period, no doubt. And I agree. Definitely a better second period. It keeps you on your toes, keeps you watching for the third period, that's for sure. Even though the game started about 20 minutes late. But
Yeah.
I think the big thing, I think it's probably good to take that off. But the big thing, and we've mentioned it before, we'll say it again, is you got to make sure you get at least a point out of this game. Look, like obviously we want to make sure they not make sure, but we want them to win. But you have to make sure that you get a point out of this game. And that's just what we've seen from other teams that have squeaked into the playoffs before. It might not be the best team, but they got a ton of loser points. It took a ton of games to overtime and either lost in OT or in the shootout, whatever it is. As a team in your division, got a lot of division games this week. Start off on the right foot and at least get a point, preferably 2. Especially if you're taking by momentum, you'd assume that the Sabres are probably going to, quote unquote, like win the third. Maybe not on the score sheet, but momentum wise and stuff. But
I mean, if Alex Lyon, if he was Canadian, I think he'd have a chance. But
that's true. Yeah, that's the one thing
that
that the United
U.S.
States
goalie
has
thing's
clearly
so
over
loaded.
Canada.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true. Yeah, man. They can. The whole Vegas thing. If you have to release a statement about signing a guy, you probably shouldn't have signed that guy. Besides, like, hey, we signed this guy. Here's his stats. You're like, if you have to make this kind of statement after you sign a guy, you probably shouldn't have signed this guy. It's the same thing that happened with that one dude that Boston tried to sign, like at like 11:30
yeah,
on a
Mitchell
Friday
Miller.
night, and everyone was just like,
Yeah,
no. This is not
yeah.
how
The
this goes.
Mitchell Miller thing is crazy too because they had like a graphic for like a guy they signed like the day before, and then for him it's just like a press release almost,
Yeah.
where it's like we have signed Mitchell Miller, and it's like that's a little
Let's just
interesting.
just kind of poke it. Let's see if we can get away with this. Oh, we can't. No. After consideration, it's just like, man.
That just hit me today too. That like we have the Olympic break this year, and we'll be getting Olympic hockey with NHLers for the first time in
So
forever.
long.
It
Yeah.
seems like
Really looking forward to that. Obviously, we can. I don't know what you'll be doing. Where are the Olympics? They're in
Milan.
Italy? Yeah. So you
Yeah,
probably won't be there. So we might be
I
able to.
got family in Milan, so if I
Oh
pull,
God,
I can maybe scramble something together.
that would be sweet. The old Sabermetrics live shot from there. We'll definitely have to do a live stream from some beautiful Italian
Yeah,
mountain
see
while
if
you're
I could pull
bottle of
off
wine
some
deep.
free housing there with some of my
Yeah.
family members. I don't think any of them. Most of them don't speak English. Usually, when my grandma goes there, she has to she's like the translator between both sides. But I'd have to freestyle it if I went there on my own.
That's right. Just show up in an Enroth jersey and they'll know.
Yeah. They probably honestly, they probably never even watched a hockey game there. My family in Italy, they might not even know what it is.
Good way to introduce them.
I mean, they are near the Swiss border though, because I think they're like half an hour from Lugano. It's a pretty solid team in the Swiss league. They've had a
Yeah.
few NHLers go through there, so I mean, maybe they have some hockey experience. I always remember when I was in Lugano one time. When I was younger, there was like this like older guy. He seemed like, I don't know if he was like drunk or something, but he like didn't have his shirt on and he spoke like perfect English. He was hanging out by his water fountain and I had like a Sabres shirt on. And he just said like Gilbert Perreault or something. He's like, he's a great player. And I'm like, wow, this guy knows puck and he's just like shirtless by a fountain in Switzerland.
Oh man, you find yeah, we'll definitely find some goofy people overseas where you're like, how did you even know? Like, I'll wear like a college shirt or something like that, and they're like, no way, and I'm like, you shouldn't know what this is.
Yeah, no, we had a guy in Rome too. I was wearing like a Sabres jacket, and like he like knew like players on the Sabres because apparently
Oh, wow.
his brother lives in Ottawa, so he's like a Senators fan.
I don't know. Did you tell him ew? Maybe don't do
Yeah,
that.
like you should become a Sabres fan. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah. What's someone? I think it might have been. Oh man, I think it might have been Owen Parker, Bulldog's son, put out a thing like, "Hey, I'm actually going to start being a soccer fan. So give me, state your case of why I should, follow your team." And everyone's stating their case. And I'm like, be a Wolves fan because it's like essentially being a Sabres fan, but for the Premier League. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of our frequent chatters was basically like, "That's your sales pitch." Like, it's not good.
I mean, we've
Yeah,
even
but
tried converting people on this podcast. I remember we had Dylan Griffin on. He was looking for like a new NHL team to follow. And we are like, oh, you should be a
yeah,
Sabres fan. And he's like,
he's like,
oh, no, yeah, probably not.
no. I mean, yeah, like Dylan Griffin was great when they drafted so many Russian prospects, and then they essentially stopped doing that. And like, I mean, I guess technically we could probably have him on just to, like as a recap of all those guys that they drafted and just see where they went. Like, we're Steven Sardarian right now, but I mean, at this point, I think he's more just like not watching those guys when they play in the States. He's more watching them
Yeah.
when they play in Russia. So it's like, oh, well,
Yeah, because we don't have any prospects actually playing in Russia anymore. I mean, we have
Poltapov.
Russian prospects playing states. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Poltapov.
Poltapov, but yeah, at this point, I'm like, if he comes over, great. If he doesn't,
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he's really that's a fourth line guy. But I mean, it would be a nice fourth line guy to have,
Yeah.
but that's not someone that'll be scoring like 30 in the NHL.
Okay.
I mean, speaking of like, I know like a lot of the guys that are drafted out of the MHL get like a lot of hate. They're like, oh, this guy's just like an NHL equivalency guy. That's the only reason he's drafted so high. But I mean, Pavel Dorofeyev on Vegas, like what a start to the season he's having. I remember he was a huge like guy that analytics are a fan of back in, want to say it was a 2020 draft, 2019 draft. So it's cool to see him doing so well on Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like seeing Vegas doing well, but Jack Eichel too. I mean, he's someone I play a lot of daily fantasy. He's been in my lineup. So every night he's playing. He's having an insane year. Like I know we shouldn't talk about it on a Sabres show, but I mean he's an incredible
good player. Yeah, is known. I'm looking at the time on ice, and whoa, boy,
How many? What's Geertson's ice time?
4:36.
That's gonna
Benson's
be a
actually leading
season high
forward.
for him.
Yeah, right. It's like Lindy, relax, dude. Like, wear this guy out. Yeah, Benson's leading forwards, and Thompson, McLeod. Yeah,
Man,
Mark's up
that
there too.
I feel like that third line is getting too much ice time. I'd be playing that first and
Quinn's
second
at
line.
Quinn's at 8:36. Krebs is at 9:01. Kozak's at 7:06. Zucker's at 10:18. I feel bad for Zucker. He's stuck with Quinn and Krebs. He's got to be like, what's going on here, guys? Let's see. Corsi, Peyton Krebs is getting absolutely caved in. Corsi Y, so is Timmins and Byram, and Tuck is in the 40s. Zucker's in the 40s. Quinn's in the 40s. Then everyone else is 50% or up. On Corsi
Yeah,
4.
I guess a good thing with the Sabres though is they've been about break even, if not better than the Canadiens when like Caulfield, Suzuki, and Hudson and Slavkovsky have been on the ice, and that's been Montreal's top line. So it's nice to see that. The line that's been killing them is the Demidov, Newhook, Kapanen line. That's been Montreal's best line so far.
Yeah.
But I mean, being able to neutralize another team's top line that's a legitimate top line is, that's good to see from the Sabres.
I'd like to stick it to all the haters and losers. Top Corsi for the night is Mason Geertsen, tied with Zach
Yeah.
Benson. So go ahead and snack on that. Zucker babysitting. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Oh man. He's certainly
The third
babysitting
line
one
is
guy.
like, it reminds me of like some of those Eichel teams. They just like slowly run out of guys that aren't fourth liners, so their third line is just like whoever's left over. And there's like, all right, we got Zucker left over, we got Krebs and Quinn. Let's just see if it works.
Yeah. Like, this isn't the night for leftovers. That's after pizza night, guys. Come on.
Yeah, it's just like that line. I mean, Zucker, obviously we've seen him play well. I just don't really like him in that combination. He's just not someone that could save a line at this stage of his career. Like, but I mean, there's also top six is hard to find a spot for him. So ideally, he's a third line forward on a better third line. I know Norris is hurt, but I'd still like to have a better plan B for that third line than what they're rolling out there right now. I mean, Olsen obviously called up today or yesterday, and you got guys like Hellenius still down in Rochester. So who knows? Maybe at some point we see them. But I mean, that's the thing. If they're not playing bad tonight, like if they win tonight, they'll probably still roll with it. But even if they're winning, you're always still in the back of your mind, like, oh, but we could be like a little bit better in this one area.
And Detroit, you might need it. Like, Montreal's off to a good start. So is Detroit, and then you got Toronto. So it's not getting any easier. Definitely.
Honestly, I think Toronto. I feel like that's got to be a winnable game for the Sabres at this stage. Yeah.
Well, like, if they can in the home and home, if they can get 3 points out of 4, that'd be very successful. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves because they still have this game to finish and then Detroit, but we're fans and we're commentate on the Sabres, so we're allowed to. A team can't. They have to worry about their next shift, their next play. We can talk about this. So I would like for them to, over the next, out of this game, obviously win, at least get a point, but just keep getting those loser points. If you're going to lose, get a loser point. But can't just rely on that either. We got to get some wins in there as well. So loser point maybe from Detroit, and then at least 3 points from the home and home with Toronto.
Yeah, well, it's just the 0-3 starts killer because that makes it where it's like
exactly, you already need to make up space, and that's why I'm trying to.
Yeah, because I mean, at least last season they didn't lose 3 in a row. I mean, they lost 2, but
so what's going on? The boys just tuned in. Oh, what? Oh, what? We like Enroth, don't we?
It's a Sabres legend.
Yeah, we like Adin Roth. Skeeter's kind of a goofball, but we like him. I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but we,
I got more in
his
the
situation-
rotation. I got more in the
Yeah.
rotation. I'll be putting back there.
As long as you don't wear your freaking Sam Lafferty sweatshirt or whatever it is.
Yeah.
God.
I was gonna buy for one of the live streams. Like you can buy like off some knockoff website the Billy Lano jail shirt. I was gonna try to order one of those.
I'm not going to go off on that Billy Lano thing. I've done it enough. It's just like being in jail, watching you play hockey for this team, dude.
This is true for like we are a podcast that really advertises changing stuff to royal blue around the arena. So I did show up with a bunch of Navy stuff tonight. So I guess I'm a hypocrite there.
There you go. All right. Well, how could you? Sabermetrics on the Sabermetrics podcast causing problems again. I still have a Dylan Cousins away jersey. 24 is a pretty popular number. I'm sure you can get someone.
Bernard Docker, you change it to Bernard Docker jersey.
And then just walk up to Kevin. What happened? Just turn around and point at the name. Just bam. All right, here we go. Puck drops about to get underway here. There we go. All right. Samuelson and Dahlin starting the third period together. Okay. Kulik, Benson, and Thompson. Man, Lindy was in there cooking. He's cooking all those pork missiles that Joey
Alex
Chestnut
Lyon.
That doesn't sound good.
No, he made a great save.
Oh, okay.
Acrobatic save too.
Ooh. Man, what time are you at?
I'm at 1852.
I'm more than 30 seconds behind you. This sucks. Oh man, this is awful. We can't. I don't know what we have to do to. No, I kind of know some things we can do to fix it, but oh my god, Alex, that's the save you were talking about. What was that? He was holding on to the net for dear life.
That's the problem with ESPN Plus, because if I pause to get to your stream and then after 3 commercial breaks, I'll be like a minute and a half behind.
I'm not paying cable. pay internet.
Got to do NHL 66.
What is that? Yeah, I'm using like
if you don't know NHL 66, you just don't know ball, I feel like.
I guess I don't know ball, but this isn't anything new to us. Ooh, is that too many men? No, okay. Sam, you're behind. All right, Mitcher, appreciate you. He's behind like me.
Your odor elimination power play.
Yeah. There's something
not even the power play.
Where does it say that?
Behind the net, it says like your odor resolution or
odor. Mine says Ticketmaster or whatever. Or was it this net maybe? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, on this side.
This is strange ads. Honestly, it's like,
hey, their money's good.
Yeah, it's for sponsored by Outlet Liquor too. I forgot about that. Do you remember like the veins commercial?
That was weird. Oh yeah, it's just said this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, there was another one that we kept seeing that was just so weird. It was a couple years ago at this point because I think I was living here in Buffalo, but it was before. Oh man, it wasn't the veins one either. Yeah. I mean, do you remember when Peyton Krebs was an exciting playmaking prospect who did that one cool pass? I mean, yeah, I'm still that one guy where he'll make like a good pass. I'm like, there he is. There's the Peyton Krebs that we were looking for. And then he'll do something like not effective out there. And I'm like, oh, great. So,
yeah. I mean, that's the thing with Krebs is that he doesn't manipulate enough to be an NHL playmaker.
Yeah, like he's still.
Man, Sabres. Just
It's not good.
why do they always do this?
Just guy walking down the center of the ice. Didn't like that. All right, well. Oh, my
That's
God.
Samuelson falling over there is pretty funny in front of the net.
You got this is a problem that I saw. I mean, I saw it at the Amherst game too, but you have to tie people up in front of the net.
Yeah.
You just got to find a guy and just lift that stick and just battle. Like, let's see. Darlene's kind of doing it. Then he shifts over. He lies down. Samuelson, you got to tie that guy's stick up. Either Samuelson or Kulik's got to tie his stick up.
Yeah, you got two guys on one guy. Like, someone's got to get there.
You have
They
your
were
center
there,
and you
but
have
they
your
got to
defense.
tie it up.
You have to tie up a stick. That can't happen. Any coach that's worth his salt in high school is going to tell you don't go over someone's stick. That doesn't prevent them from doing something like that guy just did. You have to lift. You're not going to score if your stick's in the air. They can score if their stick's on the ice, and you just put yours over his. Not good. Yeah, not that fun. Yeah, it's also just kind of the way they get scored on too. Sometimes it's just really ugly. You got bodies flying all over the place, and Samuelson's got his helmet turned around backwards. Ooh, good little pass.
That's the thing. This could be another Sabres game where it's not like a bad Sabres game and they lose by like one goal that turns into 2 goals with an empty netter.
Yep. Oh, we got a crowd in front. Yeah. Again, need to, if you're going to play I don't even want to say decent. They have 17 shots and they almost 4 minutes gone in the third period. But I don't know. I mean, it's just really rubbed me the wrong way if they can't get another one here. Because I told the Sabres they need to be able to win a game 2-1 if that's what they need to do. If they're going to be the more physical, less explosive offensive lead team or creative team, you're going to have to bog it down and maybe win 2-1. And now,
Man,
look where
Jack
we're
Quinn
at.
falls over more than I think any player I've ever seen.
All right. Well, I'm about to see it. So
I don't think you're going to want to see this upcoming play.
I do.
Oh, that's
I mean, it's
terrible.
not a great pass. I kind of get that. Okay, here goes Krebs. Him versus everyone. You're right. I didn't want to see that.
I mean,
Zucker.
Zucker, with the defender leaving his feet with Zucker, like if he just hung on to that thing, you could have had just like a 2-on-0, like quick. I mean, I know it's hard to do full speed, but
Yeah. It's like the thought process of you want to be patient but not too patient.
yeah, like there you try being too patient, and then it turned into just not a lot of space to get that pass off, and it got deflected a little bit.
Yeah, as you can see here, the expected goals for percentage through 2 periods with those guys. I didn't actually look at that line. I was looking at individual players. I should actually look at those lines. Is that actually correct?
No, yeah, that line got crushed.
Yes, he is correct. Yes, Jeff is correct. The old fact checker Rooney. Not good. Not good. Something's got to give, right? It's not one of those the nerds or the number nerds said they weren't good. No, you can watch them and be like, these guys suck. Matches the eye
Yeah.
test and the numbers test.
Josh Doan's been pretty quiet since the first period.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's as simple as, getting some guys riled up in front of the net, get some punches thrown, maybe get, it's like Josh Allen, he needs
That's
to get that first hit. Maybe you need that first gloved punch right to the mouth.
Yeah, the Sabres team, on nights like tonight, it just feels like getting another goal just feels impossible.
Yeah.
And it
And
just
it's
sucks to
that's what we've, or
feel
at
like
least I've
that.
been preaching about, and I think you agree with me. It's just the overall lack of offensive firepower and talent. They just don't look
Yeah.
super dangerous.
Like they're putting Mason Geertsen out there right now. They're down one with 13 and a half minutes left. Like that shows like kind of like the state of this franchise.
Yeah. I mean, look, fair enough if they need to give him like one shift, sure, but just anything
He
more
has
than
zero,
that,
he has
then
0
you're-
points. He's 30 years old, has no NHL points.
I think
It's
my
like I
thing
just
with
don't
him is
understand that.
my suggestion for Geertsen is I know you're going to want to, but don't get the mustard on the garbage plate. You add it. You add it
Yeah.
yourself. That's my suggestion for Geertsen. Well, that's my suggestion. Send
Like
Kevin
now
Adams down there too if he doesn't have the stones to send him down.
yeah, like their fourth line is pinned in the zone down one with 13 and a half minutes left. That just shouldn't happen. And
Go
what
get a
like
Mason.
I
I
know
miss
no
that hit.
Oslin's he doesn't have a game like
That's not a
during the week,
cross check.
obviously, because he's in the AHL, but it's like why even call him up if he's just gonna be sitting in the press box?
Exactly.
So why not just call up like Riley
If
Fiddler
he's
Schultz or something?
yeah, exactly. Where's Thompson or yeah, I mean, I actually agree. I was about to mention this that like you also need, Darlene, well, maybe not Darlene, but like Thompson, yeah, or Tuck to pot
Yeah.
a goal here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Tuck's
it's
worth
great that
11 million. Like score just one goal against Montreal.
yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like great you had a good couple games, but it's the consistency. Like no one's going to care if you lose another 3 straight and then you blow out Toronto 2 nights in a row. It's like okay, cool. Like you're still like what 4-6 or like even worse. Let's say they lose this one and Detroit and the ones with Toronto, but then the next like 2 games they play out of their minds. It's like cool. You're still like 4-7. So like yeah, you might again on the stat sheet. If you have a 5-point night, great. You do that a few times in the season, it's going to look pretty good. But overall, you were super inconsistent. You didn't do crap out there. So yeah, that's again still early in the season. Not going to harp on it too much. But Thompson is just not great so far. I want more from him.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing with like the Sabres so far is that I mean that's difference between the good and bad teams in the NHL. Like even the bad teams have really good nights, like the Sabres have had. Like it's not uncommon for a bad team to be able to score 6, 7 goals. It's the
Yeah,
difference is the consistency, being able to show up every single night. Like when you only show up 2 out of every 5 nights,
yeah,
I mean then you're a 75, 80 point team. And
yeah.
that's kind of what we've seen from the Sabres the last 2 seasons. And
Oh, you
so
also
far it's been what we've seen from them this season.
well, you also have to factor in there's going to be at least a couple 1 or 2 games this season where the Sabres are the better team and they lose. That happens every single season. It happens to every single hockey team in the NHL. It's going to happen. So if you're not winning games, early in the season to combat that, or you're not getting loser points, there's another way that you instead of having 90 points, you have 82, 83. It's another reason. So still plenty of time in retrospect in this game. It's not like it's 5 minutes left, but gonna need something here, boys.
With this team though, it does feel like there's like 10 seconds left in this game.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I know
I'm just not that confident. Maybe I should be more confident, but I don't know.
Tuck asking for 12 million is like when a contractor doesn't want to do a deck, so he can give you an absurd quote. I feel like that's what they did with my freaking roof.
And then the guy that owns the house turns out to be like a Terry Pagula tuck on. All right, we'll pay that.
Right.
Because yeah, Terry has his guys that he loves, and he'll pay a premium for them. Like he maybe won't spend to the cap, but he'll overpay for the guys he likes.
This is Skinner all over again. You guys are just bent over a barrel. He holds all the cards. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
that's
thing is, if they miss the playoffs this year, it honestly wouldn't really make much sense to bring tuck back.
Yeah, I know you
Like,
mentioned
I
that.
don't get how many
Yeah.
more years we need to try to experiment with different variations of this team trying to make it to the playoffs to admit that
Yeah.
it's a failure. I mean, they could still make it this year, but I'm saying in the case they do
Yeah.
miss the playoffs again, like I feel like they do have to accept that yes, group might not be it.
Yeah. I think we all kind of have that feeling like they might not actually be it, but we're hoping they are. We're hoping it's enough to at least just get to the playoffs at this point. Like that's the thing with like the Sabres. It's just like other teams are like cool, like especially with like teams like Toronto or whatever. Like, cool, you made the playoffs. We don't care. Like, wake us up when you win the second round. With the Sabres, it's like literally just sneak into the playoffs by the skin of your nose, and you guys will almost be like freaking legends around here. Like Tyrod Taylor, if he goes into Buffalo and he has to buy his own beer, that's on us, not him. But
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of those Bills teams where
there
they
it is.
just get in the playoffs and then they finally get in, and
Did
then
that just
it's like,
wait? What just happened? Why did you? I'm sorry, but if anyone just saw the MSG feed, it cut to behind the net to show the ref's hand up, and next thing you know, it looked like they sniped one. Bring back Opozo? Absolutely not. He's so important to us, and I'm gonna cry when we trade him. Yeah, like
that guy's
3
a
weeks
Leafs
into the
suck
season, he's like, "I wanna go
67
to
jersey.
Florida." Like, I have nothing wrong with Opozo as, like, a person, but hey, man, like, you were the captain of some of the worst seasons under the Sabres drought, and by, like, November, you're like, "Yeah, I would like to go to Florida." No, man. They rolled out the red carpet for you, and, like, look, I'm glad that, like, he got healthy and he started to live out his contract a little bit more, or live up to, not live out, live up to his contract a little bit more, but, no. It's the same thing, like, I almost cried when I had to trade Kyle Opozo, or Sam Gisgergensen is the fabric of this team. I'm like, "You just don't freaking get it, do you? You just don't." It's
Yeah, it's always
wild
surprised
behavior.
me that fourth line guys are willing to sign with the Sabres. Like, why not just sign with a team that's good?
I mean, maybe it's with less competition here in Buffalo. It's like, look, I can be
But I mean,
playing
you're on the
night in and
fourth
night out.
line though. Like,
I don't know. I don't
Sam
know.
gets been playing the fourth line every night on a team like Tampa, and
Yeah.
they're in the playoffs every year.
Oh,
Opposed
freaking
to
no.
playing the fourth line every night on a team that won the cup. Like, these guys are good enough to play the fourth line on a good team.
Yeah. Not getting traded. I mean, but he was too important to the team. Like, he was the one that led them to, was it the playoffs? No, it wasn't. Well, he's too important anyway. Like, what are we doing here, man? It's
Yeah, at the Tuck situation, they could easily botch if they try to gun to sneak into the playoffs and they don't trade him, and then they miss the playoffs, and then he walks. That would set this franchise back another 2 years.
we're about to drop the puck, and then we're gonna be like, here, let's sneak in this graphic real quick. What are we doing, folks? Oh
I
man, he
noticed
had
too
all
on this broadcast, and they're showing like highlights in the intermission. They kept like the score bug on it. Like, do they? I feel like they don't usually do that, do they?
no, I don't think so.
So I'm like, oh wait, did the game start again? I'm like, oh no, they're just like showing highlights with the score bug still on there.
I think they do. It's a good question.
Do
Never
they?
even thought of that. I'll have to look for that.
I just feel like they. I mean, they have footage without the score bug. You think they just pull that up? Yeah, that's a killer thing of power plays late in the game. I mean, you got 11 something minutes left. Power play then gives you 9 minutes left.
Why is Jack Quinn on the penalty kill?
They're just doing whatever at this point.
I may like I don't know. You obviously know you don't have this, but does he have like good defensive numbers this season? And I'm just blind, or like he doesn't look good defensively that I can think of. I can't think of any like stellar plays that he's made to break up stuff. Maybe here and there, but yeah. See, like there's McLeod Tuck. That's your power or PK number one. That
I just feel like I've seen this game from the Sabres like 75 times,
oh yeah, I've seen this same
especially
game
early in the season.
consistently. Is that not too many men? Was okay. I mean, I obviously didn't see the full ice, but the guy just skated straight to his own bench while a guy was like still standing on the ice trying to get in.
I feel like you got to step up there. Man, Tage needs to be Tage and score.
It's weird because we were all talking like if he has a really good season, he could Olympics and he got show the people that he got gypped. Benson, he got gypped with the Four Nations. Almost called it the World Cup. That's not true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not an Olympic player at this point, especially how
Exactly.
some of the other U.S. fringe guys have been playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cole
Oh,
Caulfield, no goals this game, but I mean, he's been a killer player for Montreal. Like he's
you
been much
wonder if
better
the
this
U.S.
season
will
than
just
Tage.
You wonder if the U.S. will just try to go like firepower for firepower instead of like getting like Brock Nelson and like Adam Lowry or some BS to play. I don't even know if Adam Lowry's a U.S. person, but you know what I mean. Like instead of doing that, like what they did, was it the last Olympics when they played, where like Phil Kessel was like, I feel like I should be somewhere. It's like,
That's the
yeah, it's 'cause you guys
dagger
need
there
better.
from Lane Hudson. Another guy should be on the U.S. team. But yeah, just a turnover in the corner, and then
It's not good. It's yeah. I mean, turnovers in your own end. How many times have we seen that? They've been getting. Look, give Montreal some credit for their forecheck, but the Sabres just can't get the puck out of their freaking end.
I like how Lane Hudson like barely smiled on that goal. It's all business.
I mean, I don't really know if I want to blame Zucker for that because Power just kind of sent it to him in the corner.
No, yeah, that was a
I think they're
pass
both
where
at fault, really.
he had no chance to react there.
Yeah. Krebs couldn't get off the wall fast enough to chase Hudson. Yeah, that's just a bad play from the Sabres all around. I mean, kind of hope you can get a save there too. That would be one of those like really need a save here, help us out kind of things. But yeah, not good.
Yeah, I mean, this is what like an 85, 80-point hockey team looks like, though. Like with the way they've been playing slightly better, like the last 3 games, like this is what like a 80, 85-point hockey team looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like but that's the thing. The difference between that, like being a 85 and a 90-point team, is not that. It's not that
Yeah,
different.
and I think the difference is getting tonight's game into overtime and getting at least a point if you're going to lose it.
It's not looking great now. I got Jason Zucker screaming at a ref on the bench about something, but yeah, it's looking less likely they'll get a point. Still need to try to get one. We're going to be here till the end. The
We
game
agree with
ain't
this
over.
comment.
Only great
This
side
is
of the
the only
Sabermetric
bright spot.
stream. Oh baby, yeah. Appreciate the kind words. I'm officially running on fumes at this point. But yeah, did you see the number? There's no Quinn's killing a penalty. Oh yeah, sorry. I just a little bit behind, but yeah, he was out there killing a penalty. I'm not kidding. Can't miss that skating. Yeah, assistant stream. Appreciate you. The amount of times I've seen this blue light. Are we gonna finish the game? No, we got a bat back in the locker room. Yay!
I honestly wish I would see that commercial because I'm just seeing
Oh,
American
carne
Express.
asada. Let's go.
I have like a TikTok. Why are there TikTok commercials?
We'll always have the 2022-2023 Jack Quinn. No, we won't.
I've got a Jack Quinn Amerks jersey. I don't know if I have it with me though.
I love Amerks jerseys. I will say the current Jack Quinn took that version of Jack Quinn out behind the woodshed, and all you heard was a 12 gauge cock, and that was the end of that. Because yeah, it's just not good. Like I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, like okay, last season, coming off the Achilles, whatever, but like he's a mess out there still. He just looks like a mess. He looks like a drunk girl at 2 a.m., man.
Yeah, Sabres team does not look good.
No. Again, it's going to be up and down, stuff like that. Like maybe next game they play ridiculous and we're like, oh my God, we're so freaking back, even though it is kind of like a joke. When we say that, or at least when I say that. But yeah, I mean, just not good enough. The first period wasn't good enough. Third period, you knew they were going to come out. It's not like this. It was going to be like the second period.
Yeah, kind of like how Jacob Dobesh has like a Jose Theodore type mask with the blue helmet with the red face mask.
Good point.
Hart Trophy winner too,
Oh,
Jose Theodore.
his helmet fell off. Call the play. Holy crap.
Yeah, that strap got loose in the back.
Man. I mean, that's really bad timing for the Sabres, but last thing I want to see
It's
is a
gotta be
goalie
so
put the puck up in
scary
the
if
mouth.
you're a goalie.
Yo,
Your
I'd be
mouth
crap.
starts coming
Yo,
off.
that's why I said that, because, like, look,
Yeah.
selfishly, I'm like, I don't care, just put the puck in the net, but realistically, a puck goes off like his face or something like that. Did his strap actually fall off?
Yeah, it like started falling off his head.
Yeah, goalies, like, they kind of sense that, like, that back strap's gone, and they just kind of start shaking their head. I've seen people get upset, like, he let it go off himself. I'm like, no, that thing was coming off one way or the other.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a sick mask, though. Gotta give it to him.
You know who trailed Montreal by 2 goals with this amount of time left and came back? The 05 or 06-07 Sabres. Oh, they get one back there.
This
Kozak
sucks. Walt
finally.
ruins all the fun things for me.
I forget how far behind you are.
Yeah. Is it the cursed line too that actually gets us? Because that's who's out right now.
No, I mean, yeah, Quinn got an assist. Kozak was at the doorstep all game.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, is that Kozak? Yeah, it is. All right, yeah, it's kind of a broken play. It wasn't like a set way of going in, but I don't give a crap. Let's freaking go, Tyson Kozak. I'll never forget calling him Tyler Kozak because I was thinking of Tyler Bozak. It was like
Oh,
right after we
yeah.
drafted him, and it drives me crazy. Let's go. Way to go to the freaking net. Again, as you can see with Kapanen, stick, one hand on a stick around his waist. Kozak's stick is on the ice. If you're young, I don't know why, if you're a young hockey player up at 10 p.m. listening to the Saber Matches podcast, we appreciate it. But if you're a young hockey player, just go to the net with your stick on the ice, just like he did. It's like basic
Yeah.
fundamentals of hockey that Tyson Kozak just does well. And that's why people like him so much. But that's also another great example. Now it goes in the Sabres' favor of you gotta wrap up the stick, gotta lift the stick.
Could we have the guy asking for 11 million per year try to score here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is that's only a $15 million player could do that?
Yeah, right. Let's see here.
Oh, Tyson Kozak is the most hot player too.
Oh, let's go. How do we get lapped this hard on the Atlantic rebuild race? Because they didn't bottom out as hard as we did.
They also knew ball and
Ooh,
picked Lane
small guy
Hudson in
fight.
the
Small guy
second
fight.
round.
Oh, sorry. Caulfield and Benson were going at it. I need to see that. That needs to happen. But yeah, I mean, like, do you have an answer for this question?
Yeah, I mean, Lane Hudson, I mean, getting a guy like that in the second round speeds up any rebuild. I mean, they were in the Stanley Cup like not even that long ago either, so they always had that. They never really like rebuilt hard from that, even though they did finish in last. But yeah, it wasn't like a bottom out trade everyone, fire sale, finish in last. It was more of just like they're not that good, finish in last.
Yeah.
Oh, Sabres almost tied up. Oh, man, this game's gonna kill me.
They got Hudson right after we got Lemon, and yeah, it's what Walt mentioned earlier. It's sad. Sounds like a funeral when we talk about that.
I picked Lane Hudson in my mock draft to the Sabres that year, so they should put me on the floor.
Oh, he did almost tie it up there. That was pretty cool. Yeah, splendid. That is true. We don't talk about it. It's kind of like the same thing with like the Braden Point one.
Oh yeah,
Like
Braden Point was yeah.
Eric Cornell's has a great career over in the Swiss League right now. Let me tell you.
I remember a few years back watching like Brain Point's draft year highlights, and I didn't follow the draft as closely back then in the later rounds because I was like a high schooler. But I'm like, wow, this guy was like insane in his draft year. He looks so good.
Yeah. Too small. Well, Kozak's back out there. All right, here we go.
That's what I'm saying. Kozak deserves shifts, just not with Geertsen.
Yeah.
But now you got to throw all the lines in a blender when you have a fourth line forward that you can't play in the third
Yeah,
period.
right. Exactly. Like who's not sucking wind right now? All right.
Man, giving up.
What was
That's
that?
still a long season, but yeah, that Hudson goal just stinks to give that up.
Jack Quinn trying to break the record for most. Yeah, I just saw that, and I'm just like, what was that? Like he had time, he had a ton of time and space, and he does like a backhand saucer pass that wasn't even close to Krebs. I'd say we need no, we just needed the bigger guys on the team to play more angry, Samuelson and Power, and they've done that. And just like it's not doing anything too crazy. More pack mentality and just be tougher to play against. Like, yeah, some guy probably is gonna have to fight at some point. And like, yeah, I guess you don't want it to be Tage or Tuck, but
Tage
like,
is fighting right now, almost.
is he? Okay, well, obviously not
Yeah.
there. So you just need
Yeah, I mean,
like
that's the
you
thing.
need tough players that are good at hockey because the worst thing is playing and
these guys
losing
are
to these guys.
stepping up too. They don't need like Tage just went head to head with Sikorsky. They don't need another guy out there.
Oh yeah, Thompson's going, baby. Okay, now I see where you're going after. Let's go, dude. Thompson's such a dog. Like, yeah, he might not be playing all that great, but he's good. Like anyone touches Darlene and he's after them.
Yeah. What did Darlene do to deserve all that? Oh, he went in on Slavkovsky.
Did
And
he?
he
Yeah,
just
because
got pushed
Slavkovsky
against
had
the
like
net.
the
Is that a Sabres power play? I don't have the audio on, so I can't tell. I don't know if they gave Tage a matching penalty.
yeah. I think they're both going to the. Byram's trying to grab him. Byram gets a hold of him. Then Thompson comes in. That's what you need. You don't need a Geertsen just trying to like go out there and punch someone in the mouth. Like you just
Yeah,
need
that's
guys
true.
that are pack mentality. You just need dogs.
Yeah, and they have that. I feel like there's been like a ton of like it's been like a huge campaign to like advertise the Sabres as some soft team, which it's really only like a few. Like it was really
Well,
that Tage hit. There are only four other guys on the ice. Like it's not like everyone on the bench didn't stand for him. It was only the four guys on the ice that did it.
yeah. Yeah, and like Kulik, that was never going to happen. It was the two defensemen really.
Yeah.
Which and those guys are like playing a little bit tougher this season. So like yeah, like still work needs to be done there, but at least they seems like they learned their lesson. Hopefully.
Yeah. Like you don't want to
Oh
pull
my
a
God,
David
hopefully.
Clarkson and come off the bench and get like a
Yeah. Well, that's
a
the thing.
10
There
game
are those
suspension.
people that they want Geertsen to do that. Well, that was my point earlier, where people were like, "What do you're going to be really you're going to be saying you don't want Geertsen until you need him, and then Tuck and Tage are fighting." I'm like, well, like most of the time, like Geertsen doesn't get any playing time anyway, so it's not like he's going to be on the ice when this stuff's happening anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can only if you throw an enforcer out there, it just makes the game more dangerous for everyone because then everyone's on edge trying to fight. Like we saw it during the Sabres brawl game.
Yeah.
Like when they threw the Sabres and Force line out there, that's made the game more dangerous for everyone. Like sure it was entertaining, but that's how more guys get hurt.
I mean, being down 1, 4 minutes left. Look, it's only what offsetting minors. Hold on, I got to turn up the volume, but
Yeah, no, it's
you
offsetting minors, and
yeah, but
the
losing
Sabres lose a
Tage,
better player. Yeah,
yeah, that's the thing. If you're Montreal, you're happy about that, and you go to Slavkovsky and be like, yeah, there you go. It was either him or it would have been maybe Darlene could have been taken if it went different, maybe even Byram. Like the Sabres had some good players out there, and to get one of them off. I mean, they're
Yeah, I
limited in any
guarantee
kind of
if
skill.
Tage didn't step in, they would have gave Dahlin a roughing to start for starting that or something.
Yeah, because referees are way too soft to just call it on one team. They're like, let's take
Yeah.
both of you. And you're like, one guy was significantly worse on this. He was punching Dahlin in the back of the head. So, like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, yeah, they're not doing that with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, Habs were scared it was 2 minutes on Saturday. Pretty funny.
They got Timmins on a 4-on-4. That's like a little interesting.
I mean, yeah, Dahlin and Byram were just. I mean, they did have the TV break. I don't see who's out there yet, so might make sense. Yeah, there's Timmins, Cloud.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he would be your fourth guy.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, Power Timmins and then Byram Dahlin, yeah. Metz is not going to get out there, and neither is Samuel. So,
Oh man,
yeah, I have to have you hold it in if you can. Did Timmins just turn his stick like backwards, and that was wild.
I don't like throwing the puck in the space in battles. You can't win.
You don't like putting the puck into space or where battles you can't win?
Yeah, like I'd only throw the puck in space if I know I had a better than 50-50 shot at winning the battle. Otherwise, I'm just holding on to the puck, trying to find something better.
Yeah. What is McLeod doing? You can tell like McLeod's a good hockey player, but there's just like a ceiling to like his offense.
Yeah.
That just wasn't very super impressive. It wasn't horrid, but it was just need more. Benson Kulik, McLeod has had a rough game. He's had a rough start to the season, quite frankly. I mean, it's just been rough. Pains me too, because like, look, he wasn't gonna. He might not have done what he did last season. I'm
And
pretty sure he had
Sabres
like
pulled the goalie there for a little bit. That's a bold move. I kind of like it.
I'm not a huge fan of the goalie pull. It usually just ends up in our net.
Just be a timeout.
Ugh. Cloud ceiling's 20 goals. I mean, he had like 7 empty netters or something like that last season. So he had the
He's a good shooter, though.
He had the one where he essentially didn't shoot. I was at that game against Carolina where he, was on like the breakaway and the guy broke his stick or whatever. That was pretty funny. Dahlin and Timmins on the bench. Who's out there? Power and Samuelson is out there. Why? And Quinn's out there. Yeah, thank God. Okay. 238. Shots are 30. 30, 31. Kind of brought it back in that sense. Lindy Fedorov. Is that supposed to be like Federer or Fedorov? Or this team is Fedorov?
Hey, you can't. Those teams like a cartoon at sometimes.
It's gotten somewhat better, but sometimes they still just genuinely feel like an unserious team.
Just taking a shot from the point, just blasting your own guy with it.
Oof. Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
Byram just
teed
got
it off, and then the camera
smoked.
pans over and just hits like Byram.
Sergei Fedorov notorious for pulling the goalie early. I didn't know that was Fedorov, but I did hear about that. There was a guy that would like pull his goalie with like 6 or 8 minutes left in the third, and you're like, what?
So we should start the game with a pulled goalie.
Oh, Byram could have smoked that guy, and he held up.
They gotta show a replay of Byram just getting like wrecked with that point blank
He's getting
point shot.
missiled while getting hit by another guy. He's getting
Yeah.
smoked. All right, 120 left. Oh, okay. A little, wow, heart in your
Oh
throat
yeah,
kind of.
Byram is crashing out on the bench. Oh wow,
Is he?
that's pretty funny. Yeah, this team could be like they got to do like just a Netflix behind the scenes show with this team. I just feel like it'd be so
Tragic. That'd be a
entertaining.
mess. Oh, he's pissed. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, Byram's mad. Oh brother. Yeah. I mean,
Byram's
works
listening to the
like that.
stream in his helmet. He's like, these guys are talking trash.
Yeah, he just trying to listen to a broadcast here. Yeah, Byron wasn't really yelling at anyone. He was just mad about whatever.
Yeah.
He was probably mad about getting that absolute missile off his thigh or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing is, chat and Walt, I need you guys to, if they score, I need you to contain it so I can see it live.
Well, I mean, yeah, they don't score on that one, but yeah, that was not a good. That was not a good play by McLeod in the corner. You just don't want to lose the puck when you're like,
Jeez, yeah.
especially not in this situation. Like,
Got away with it, but woof. Yeah, what was that from McLeod? He just threw it there. Just, I mean, of course, you have everyone focused on one side. You try to change sides, but that's, I don't know about that one. Does Dahlin tape his skates?
I didn't even notice that.
There could be some serious bender qualities. That's not icing.
Man,
Oh boy. Tense here in the Sabermetrics podcast. Sponsored by Rise Energy.
I'm gonna need a rise, Sunny D. I can't go to bed after this.
Okay, a lot of good passing around the perimeter. Oh no. That's game. That's game.
Yeah,
That's game, folks. That's game. I mean, Montreal's a good
point
team.
shot into the shin pads that the goalie pulled.
We're so back. Yeah. Yeah. We are back indeed, folks. Yeah, it's not good. Just passes around the perimeter and firing it into someone's shins is real bad. Again, Montreal, good team. Needed a point from you guys. Needed a point. Wasn't asking for a win after kind of how the first period went. These are the games, especially against a divisional team. Get a point, or if you can, at least get a point and get it as a shootout loss, so they don't have the regulation or overtime win for the standings. I'm gonna go. What do we got here? Road doesn't get any easier the rest of the month. Absolutely doesn't get any easier the rest of the month. And then I can't speak for November. November's a little bit, they're traveling a little bit more and playing some, a couple Western Conference teams. But December, very, very big month for the Sabres as well. So
Yeah,
see
it's
what's
just,
going on there.
if you're not someone that does like content for the Sabres, this is definitely like a tune in like once every 3 games
Yeah.
type of team at this point. Like maybe tune in
Like,
if they win 2 in a row, but it's not like there's still not an every night watch for this a regular fan.
I'll be honest, tune into our podcast and we'll try to, kind of recap and just kind of tell you where the things are going. We're not going to give you play by play of all these games or whatever, but we'll give you insights onto some of the storylines or whatever's going on with the team. As we're starting to get more into the season, we'll have some more advanced stats to go into as well. And there we'll also, have clips, and then at some point we'll be doing some more standalone videos as well. But I'm gonna personally, I just need to get through this weekend, going away for a wedding, stuff like that. Then I'm back in Buffalo for a while. So
Yeah, this season's just on the verge of just becoming like another one of those seasons we've seen the last 2 years where it's just like
back and
blah
forth.
throughout like the
Yeah.
entire thing.
Yep. And I'm gonna cry myself to sleep as is tradition. I mean, don't let the Sabres make you cry. I know we all care about them a ton, but at the same time, I mean, just
Like I'd almost rather see them start off hot and collapse like they did a while back, because at least when they're
yeah, at
starting
least you
off
had the
hot, they're
fun.
fun to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
Like with
That's
this, when they
fair.
start off 2-4 and get a little hot and get back to like being like
Right.
12-11, it's like what, like there's really no excitement the whole season.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the 10-game win streak, I mean, those were peak times, so fair
I
enough.
know.
But
I remember when I was in college for that. Like I had other people from Buffalo that went to my school come up to me and be like, "Oh, have you been watching the Sabres?" And like people were like talking about the Sabres, and like we were having like Sabres watch parties, and it's like
yeah,
that was like the last like look into like what it used to feel like being a Sabres fan.
it's also, I don't know, just like the normal people you hear about people in like the store or something like that, talking Sabres or whatever. You'll be sitting at Dashes eating a sandwich or something, and next thing you know, table next to you is talking about the Sabres. Let's go through the chat a little bit. Destination wedding is in Philadelphia, where I used to live. Some old buddies there. What do we got here? 10-game win streak was like a fever dream. Yeah, I mean, it was all kind of smoke and mirrors because they didn't really have the underlying stats, and like 4 of them were like overtime wins, but they still won 10 in a row. I'm pretty sure since then they've had like multiple losing streaks that were longer than that. So agreed. And then yeah, Skinner's OT goal versus Sharks fed families. Oh man, it kept people around for about 3-4 months after. So
I remember watching that game on my phone. I was freaking out after they scored to win it.
it was I remember watching that too, and I was loving life as well. It was just such a fun way that ended, and just the crowd and the
Where the
celebration.
Ristolainen goal? Was
Yeah,
that same Sharks game
I think it was. Yeah.
where he just like completely walked Brett Burns? I feel like that had to be, because I mean they only play the Sharks like twice a year.
Yeah, and that was in Buffalo. He didn't do it in San Jose. I'm pretty sure it was
Oh
earlier that
yeah,
game. Yeah. Yeah.
you got
Yeah. Call it.
it.
Yeah. All right. Shout out.
That was a
Yeah.
crazy Risto goal.
Yeah. Risto was good for like one, maybe 2 goals, like sweet goals, like every like 2 seasons or something. And you're like, what? Like he had like a pretty cool goal to win the World Juniors for Finland or whatever, and then next thing you know, he's like crap
Oh
for like
yeah, I
4 years.
forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Then he had the hat trick against Calgary, like his rookie year, his second year in the league.
I think it was his second year or something like that. I remember that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And the Selly, yeah, he's an odd duck.
Yeah, he might honestly, like, I know he wasn't the best player in Buffalo, but in terms of entertainment, I feel he's easily like top 10 for me.
What else? What other like drought lore can we get into? I mean, Benson going between the legs for his first NHL goal was pretty sick. I know it's not
Yeah, I
that
mean,
far back, but
with how the season started, there's a lot more drought lore left to be written. Because I like at 2-4 is like,
just a bad start. Again, you can't make the playoffs in the beginning of the season, but you can lose it because then it's like, okay, we have to pay at the beginning of the season. We have to play at a 92-point pace. Then you lose some games. Now it's 96. Now it's 98. Now it's 100. You know, it just keeps going and going and going, and I don't have necessarily faith for that. I'm not going to do the whole like they win a couple games. Oh, this team's great. Yeah, here we go. And then the team loses, and they're like they stink. But it's just, I don't know. Really wanted to at least get a point out of that one.
yeah, no, I feel like online you see way too much of that where they win two, and it's like, oh, this team's like a playoff. Well, I get that's kind of what like being a fan is like, but
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's nothing
But
wrong
we've
with it
got like
necessarily.
so much like data available to us, like not to be that guy where like you're able to look at stuff and be like, all right, maybe like there are some flaws with this group.
Thoughts on his knuckle tats? Yeah. So I definitely thought those were like fake for like something. I guess they're real. I don't really know. What does it
Oh, I
say?
didn't even notice that.
Does it say RHEE? Is that what it says? I don't know what's going. I again, I thought it was because he's a good dude. He's constantly helping out charities or doing whatever, and I just kind of thought that might have been part of it. But it's been on for like more than a week, and like just I don't know, just doesn't necessarily fit the character of Duffer. I've actually spoken to him like away from everything. So where has his heard somewhere it has his daughter's name. Okay, that would make sense. Okay, fair
I
enough.
kind
But
of like that. I feel like that kind of goes hard. He's got the shaved head look too. Like he's got.
I'm not trying to talk crap. I hopefully it didn't come off that way. I'm not judging or talk. It just doesn't necessarily fit the picture. But
No, I like his vibe because like he's got like that vibe where he's like he's clearly a really nice guy, but he's got that vibe where it's like maybe I could beat you up. Like
yeah,
maybe I'm
I need
tougher than I look.
nice leather jacket or nice vest.
Yeah.
Let's. I'm looking here for the just to put a bow on tonight. I'll save this as well. Let's see if I can pull this up. This is just a heat map for 5-on-5 play.
Yeah, I mean, a ton of activity this game, honestly. A lot of shots in close.
I'm going to do the full screen again, and then I'll reduce it. But, Walt, I know you talked about it a little bit, but any other final thoughts on the final unblocked shots heat map for 5-on-5 for this game?
Well, I mean, it's pretty clear that both teams really got to the net tonight. I guess, the difference was like what we talked about earlier, just like tying up sticks in front. Like we saw it with that second Habs goal where it's just like, oh man, like maybe if you get your stick up there, like it doesn't turn into a goal. But I mean, that's really what
Yeah.
this game boiled down to is just getting those bounces in front and just didn't bounce the Sabres way. I mean, pretty evenly matched game overall. So you can't really complain too much from that regard because I mean Montreal was a playoff team last year, could be a playoff team again this year, but I think it's just like the big picture stuff where it's like we're not just talking about the first 6 games this season. Like we kind of know what we get from this team from last season and the season prior, where it's like nights like tonight, you have to walk away with at least a point. Like you can't walk away from a game like this with no points. Like sure, if you didn't completely not show up against the Rangers in Boston, you could afford to not pick up a point tonight, but you pretty much punted away your first two games. So now you're just trying to claw your way back into the picture from way behind everyone else. And also too, like we were talking about like the models out of the Sabres in the playoffs. They didn't have Detroit in the playoffs. Detroit's off to a really hot start. Like their underlying numbers aren't exactly elite, but their underlying numbers are good enough where, you know, picking up those extra 4 wins or something could be enough to give them the edge over a team like the Sabres if the Sabres get hot down the stretch. So it's just, we talk about it all the time on here, but every single point matters. Like we're going to be looking, if this team turns it around in like March and April, we're going to be looking like, oh man, I wish we had that extra 1, 2, or even 3 points. It would make all the difference. That's just my main concern at this point with losing games like this heat map shows, where it's, you get pucks in front, but it's still not enough to win.
Do you remember when the Sabres missed the playoffs by a point that season, and 2 weeks before like the end of the season, they had a complete slop fest against Chicago, and they lost like 6-5, and just like, don't do that. And that's, again, for people that have been here all night. But you know, I was talking earlier about like, look, like just wanted to get as good of a team on the ice as possible to give them the best chance of, even if they do, you know, have a tough stretch, they're able to get to the overtime and get that extra point, or they're able to steal a game or two, or whatever it is. And it just doesn't seem that way, especially when you're suiting up guys like Dunn and Geertsen. Look, I understand guys are injured. That's just, it's still not good enough. I just, yeah, look, I know they're easy whipping boys right now, and it takes a full team, and I don't know. It just, it feels like that experiment needs to be done with. Like the team is playing tougher, they're playing harder. Like I don't really care if even Geertsen just being on the bench makes the guys stand just a little bit taller. Like you need more scoring depth on this team, especially when guys like Tage and Tucker aren't ticking.
Oh man,
right now.
This Blue Jays game is crazy.
Ooh. Okay, well, we might. You kind of had a good explanation there, and I kind of went
Blue
off
Jays were
too.
down. They're down 3-1 in the 7th inning, and they just hit a 3-run home run to go up 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th.
Oh wow! And this is being played in Toronto, correct?
Yeah, in Toronto, Game 7. So maybe Game 7 Toronto. Maybe they could finally win one.
There you go. All right, maybe baseball team does it, and who knows what happens. Hopefully a Toronto team doesn't play too well on Friday or Saturday, for that matter. Unfortunately, I have to miss both those games, and that's going to suck.
Same here. I'm going to have to watch them after the fact again.
Yeah, the Friday one I should be able to like listen to, but Saturday, no chance. So that sucks.
I'll also be in Pennsylvania, but the other side of the state.
All right. There you go. Yeah, you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing like people, you know, a couple people at the wedding and stuff like that. But it's really cutting into my Sabres time, man. I think that's pretty. Is there anything else? Springer heard the trash cans. Oh man. Yeah, I don't have a lot of respect for Houston teams after that. Their baseball team ruined it for all the other Houston teams that are down there. So Texans can get stuffed too. I don't care.
The Houston Aeros, and I don't even think they're even around anymore. Does Houston even have a hockey team anymore?
I don't think so.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, because the Texas Stars play in like Cedar Park or something.
Darlene 2652 time on ice. He's a horse. Oh, I should probably take off this graphic. Sorry, everyone. He is a horse. Especially when you have guys like, I really want to see Kessler and get back in this lineup, but that really sucks. Like he still hasn't played, and they're like, yeah, he started solo skating, and I'm like, season's been going for a little bit here. Like, this really sucks. This is supposed to be like a big guy on the blue line. And he's not here, so.
Man, I can't imagine being a Mariners fan and watching this. This makes me feel like what it'll be like if the Sabres finally become good, and they're like, oh, they're winning the cup, and then they lose like a Game 7, and then they go back to like 20 years of being terrible.
Ugh. Not looking forward to that, but let's just get to the dance first and go from there. So,
Yeah.
Mitcher, appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. I think it's probably a good time to end it so everyone can go watch
Yeah.
the baseball game. So, again, everyone, thank you for being here, for being active in the comments. It's a lot of fun. We are now 0-2 when live streaming, so we'll do another one at some point here
Yeah.
soon. If that doesn't work out, we're gonna have to reevaluate. We're gonna have to reevaluate and figure out what's going on here, change something up. Really do some introspection if they go 0-3 while we're live streaming. Mostly Walt's fault, but I'll take a little bit of blame. So
I'll
that's
take
pretty
it.
much all I got. Okay. Well, to all the Jonas Enroth fans out there, we hope you enjoyed. Are we recording Thursday? We are
Yeah, Thursday
probably
releasing Friday.
We are probably recording Thursday unless anything comes up. So that's the plan. And then releasing, yes, Friday morning for the back-to-back against Toronto. Looking forward to seeing what happens there. Obviously, those games are always fun. But first things first is Detroit Wednesday night. Big game again, very much like Montreal, a team that Detroit, I feel like might have lapped the Sabres at this point. It's kind of neck and neck, but especially the way they started. So really looking forward to Wednesday night. We won't be live streaming, but everyone enjoy the game. Walt, like on the podcast, I think it's time to give you the final word.
Just go Sabres. Just build up that team morale.
You know what I'm taking? Get a loser point next time. That's my final word. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We appreciate you, and we will catch you on the next one.